All right, so once I hit this record button,
Right.
we's live in cyberspace, bitches. All right.
Hold
Okay.
on, I'll be right back. Just a second.
All right. Because I'm about, yeah, go ahead. Because I ain't going to introduce this motherfucker without you. You the one that came up with the damn format, partner. Like you, I'll be damned if you run from that, buddy.
Oh,
You're not going to run from that responsibility.
I forgot Angry's who we blame.
Yes. We now have a format. We're no longer. I think we have turned a page here at Ghost Claw Productions. We have now started it to actually act like adults. Almost everything we've done up to this point has been fly by the seat of our pants.
Why did I miss that memo?
Listen. I don't know. I don't know.
It was
you, man.
We gotta. Well,
like Gretchen,
he
we
took
need
it
to
as a
act like
tongue lash, and I got a free education.
Like, what is that? What's an adult?
Gretchen's like, the fuck is that? That don't even make any sense. What are you talking about, adults and shit?
Adult? What is this word? Adult.
What is this word you speak? Adulthood. No one asks for adulthood.
Adulthood, you say?
Hey, everybody come on into the chat. We're going to be talking about the happening. We also going to be talking about some other shit. We will eventually rename this show. We will eventually rename this show. We're still working with corporate, the corporate business side on how to best advertise talking shit with assholes. We're still working on it. We're still working on it.
The thing is that it also Twitch has is a little bit funny about the name talking shit.
Yeah, like we can't do that. That's why I go with TSWA. Because it's cool. And then, like, if we ever end up on like some big show, ladies and gentlemen, the cast of TSWA, and then they'll go, what does that mean? And then we get bleeped out, you know what I mean? So we're working it.
We're workshopping it. We're
workshopping it. Okay. I am still, if anybody has anybody in the AEW media office, could y'all please answer my damn email? We want Nyla Rose on this show. She wants to come on over. What the hell? Like,
she likes movies. We like movies.
We like movies. What the hell?
I don't see what the problem is, Tony.
I want to try to figure out why AEW media. Holla at your boy.
I mean,
we're really trying to get her on the show, man.
I mean, Tony, you owe me $50. I mean, the least you could do. I'm
gonna tell you something, Tony.
You owe me $50.
I'm gonna tell you something. I went to watch a wrestling match, and the girl's first period broke out, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy, buddy. I'm not.
You owe me $50.
All right, so let me go ahead and hit this record button so we can get this started. Please, if you're in the chat, share this with your friends. Tell them to come on in. We're talking shit about movies today. We're also going to be talking about Batman. And his, prep time bullshit. Because I think it's time we got to be honest about Batman. It's just out loud. Tired of him. Sick of this shit.
We'll talk about that, but first,
we'll talk about it. Hold on. Let me get it. In 3, 2, 1. Really? You gonna ask me to record on a device? Ladies and gentlemen, the adults are in the room now, so we have to act like we got some damn good sense. I don't know why we have to act like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episodic adventure that we like to call Plot Holes, or as we will eventually be known as, TSWA. And if you weren't here the last time we tore up a movie, you don't know what TSWA stands for. We'll tell you at the end of the show. We're not trying to get blocked and banned on TikTok. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I am joined by two other hole punchers. To my left, it's left, but y'all know what I mean. is the angriest of the ITists of the nerds. Ladies and gentlemen, angry IT nerds, say hello, please.
Greetings, programs. Welcome everyone to the chat. I hope you all enjoy it. If you don't, well then I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how. I don't know. My bad.
We got nothing. Really, I'm like dead serious. We have nothing. We're still trying to get. What were we trying to get $100 just to get CM Punk on a Superplex party? We can't do that either.
I mean, we finally got up to $100. So I mean, come on, we're getting our shit together. So you gotta work with us. Everybody.
I mean, even Gretchen is impressed by that. Look at the face Gretchen is giving us right now. She's impressed by the fact that we are reaching out to a multi-millionaire, well-known wrestling superstar to come on a little funky show just to talk about whatever he wants to talk about, and we are offering him
$100 and a 3D statue.
And a 3D statue. Oh, and a case.
Oh, and a case of comic books. Yep. A
case of comic book of his choice, and a case of Pepsi. We can't forget that. Now, to the bottom, and I don't know why she keeps getting on. Why do you keep going on the bottom of these things?
We have preferences. We have preferences.
I know.
We all do.
I know. It's just kind of weird. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the wonderful wizard in the wizarding hat. Y'all know her as Trans Gretchen. I know her as my sister. Gretchen, say hello, please.
Hello, and Angry, you totally stole my intro. I have been thinking about this for weeks. Like, what is a gender-neutral greeting that I can do to people? And I'm like, well, I love Ron. We'll just go greetings program. So you just stole that. Now I got to go back to the drawing board. I mean, I got a great send-off, but anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's about to get weird.
It really is about to get weird. It really is about to get weird. So we now have a format. Angry and I took some advice from the very beautiful Bohemian Diva, seriously, and now we have to grow up. We had our Stand By Me moment. We saw the dead body, and now we got to grow up. Like, damn. Before it was just a bunch of people, playing with themselves in a room. Now we got to go and be an adult and shit. So now we have a format. So let me go ahead and give you the rundown for said format. We are now about to talk about the plot summary.
For this movie, it will not take long.
It won't. I have gone back and forth. Angry has gone back and forth. Gretchen has gone back and forth about what is the worst film we've ever seen. I had two contenders. One that lasted since like 2006. And the other one came up a couple of years ago. The new contender would be The Lie on Prime Video. I would not recommend watching it because you ain't gonna do nothing but beat your television up. But the reigning king of the worst films I've ever seen in my life is The Happening. The Mark Wahlberg, M. Night Shyamalan vehicle that let me know that, if we listen to The Colors of the Wind, the colors are blood. They're blood colored. We listened to all the colors of the wind, and all we heard was walk backwards and shoot yourself with a pistol from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. I don't know how else to convey this. And judging by the smiles on both of my co-hosts' faces, neither can they. This is a movie I haven't watched since the last time I watched it, which is when I vowed that M. Night Shyamalan owes me $17.75. I'm not asking for millions. I'm not asking for billions. It's not a class action lawsuit. The man owes me $17.75 because I paid for 2 tickets to that raggedy son of a bitch. I'm not even going to charge him the popcorn. I'm not going to charge him the soda, but I'm damn sure going to charge him that $17.75. And before the show came on, Angry was telling me how much M. Night Shyamalan owes him. So I'm going to go around the horn, as they say on, social media. Angry, how much money does M. Night Shyamalan owe you for The Happening?
Technically, he owes me $8. Realistically, He owes me 24. Let me break it down. He
Oh,
owes me $8 for renting that piece of shit from Hollywood Video. The manager at Hollywood Video owes me $8 for having that piece of shit to rent. And the motherfucker that greenlit that piece of shit owes me $8 to have it put in the Hollywood Video to rent. So M. Night Shyamalan, you owe me $24.
Okay, and Gretchen, how much does M. Night Shyamalan owe you for The Happening?
I want my money back for the popcorn too. And the soda and the candy, the gas money it cost to drive to and from the theater, the time I'll never get back in my life, having to put up with Zooey deer in the headlights Deschanel for what, 90 minutes? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah. I know I'm an accountant, but I'm going to need the services of another accountant to double check my numbers so that we can get you an accurate figure here. So we're processing that at this time. There are smarter minds than mine that work on this, and as soon as we have the forms back and the finalized numbers, we will bring that to your attention as soon as we get them notarized and complete.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
there might actually be a class action lawsuit from Gretchen. I have put out disinformation. Gretchen very well may have a class action lawsuit against M. Night Shyamalan for the production and the release of The Happening.
Oh my god. So
oh my god.
Thomas, send us out. This is your
movie
favorite of the M. Night Shyamalan movies. You go ahead and summarize the plot for us, because I know you need to get this shit out your chest.
Listen, it's very rarely will you ever hear me say that a film is so bad that I will stand up in the middle of the movie theater and say I want my money back. Very rarely. I have seen some horrible films, okay? For some damn reason, I went to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. I don't know why the fuck I did that. I went to see Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. Again, I was bored. And masturbation just wasn't a fucking, masturbation was not a fucking option. So, I've seen some bad films in the movie theaters. But ladies and gentlemen, in my entire adult life, I have never seen anything so fucking asinine. On the surface, in the middle, at the bottom, on the foundations, the nuts, the bolts, the fucking plywood that they brought in to make this shit, nothing prepared me for how fucked up this film was. Okay? There is a scene, and we will talk about it, that when I saw it, I knew right then and there, fuck this film, fuck M. Night as a staff record label and a motherfucking crew. It was fuck him. It was fuck his producers. It was fuck the cat that was in the room when the producers were coming up with this shit. Fuck that script. Fuck the guys who invented letters to make that script. Fuck the little eye hole things that you put in, and you put them into a script, and then you bend it that way the script doesn't fucking fall the fuck out of pieces. Fuck them. Fuck the guy that created those things. Fuck typewriters. Fuck typewriters. Fuck them. Eyebrows, stiff janks, covered in fucking sauce. Fuck your motherfucking fuck the guy who plugged in the typewriter to make that shit. The fucking janitor that said, "Oh look, there's a typewriter. It's unplugged. I'm gonna plug it in." Fuck you, and fuck your mop. Fuck that vacuum cleaner that you were using, which was the reason you knew that typewriter was fucking unplugged in the first place. Fuck mouses. Fuck computer mouses, because I know somebody proofread that shit using a motherfucking mouse. So fuck that mouse. Fuck the cord that mouse was connected to. Fuck M. Night's barber. Fuck, because he got a haircut when he presented this shit. Fuck the guy who made his suit. The guy who sold him that off-the-rack motherfucking Walmart suit. Fuck you. Fuck his shoes. Fuck his shoes, because he was wearing shoes when he walked into the building to pitch this bullshit. So fuck your shoes. Fuck the motherfucking shoe strings. Fuck the carpet in the office that the person was in when they said, "That sounds like a good film, M. Night. Maybe we should make it." Fuck the carpet that he was standing on when he fucking made it. Fuck his seat. Fuck his chair, because I know that motherfucker was sitting down when he pitched this shit. Fuck all four legs, because I know he was sitting in one of those chairs that didn't roll. Fuck all four legs of that chair. Fuck the gas station that sold him gas to put in his car that when he was driving to go pitch this shit. Fuck the gas station attendant that looked at this guy on the day he pitched his fucking film and said, "You want 25 on 4? Need $25. Fuck you. You shouldn't have sold it to him. Fuck it. Fuck the pillows he was laying on when he came up with this fucking idea. Fuck the sunlight that was coming in the room. This is the worst. Look, the cat is even up on my lap going, "This is a bad fucking film." This is the worst fucking thing I have ever seen put on cinema. And at the moment, and again, we will talk about it, at the fucking moment that this scene popped the fuck up, I stood up in a theater in fucking South Dakota and announced to my entire reserve unit who were doing the 2 weeks a year thing in South Dakota, fuck, I want my money back. I have never hated a film so fucking badly that I wanted just the money I spent to go watch it. I don't even want the gas money of the van that we took to the fucking the fucking cinema to watch that. I don't even want that gas money because that's government gas money. But fuck this motherfucker. I want my $17.75. And if I have to go to Philadelphia, to the nice side of Philadelphia, not even West Philadelphia, born and raised, the other side, and I have to see this motherfucker eating a bagel, I will grab his bagel through the hole. I will hoist it out of his fucking hands, and I will hold it aloft like the sword of Damocles and say, "If you don't give me my $17.75, I will eat your fucking bagel in front of your fucking parents, your fucking wife, and whatever little fucking kids you have. I want my fucking money. You don't even have to give me the whole 20. Give me $17.75 fucking cents, or I promise you, I'm gonna eat this shit and do a fucking twerk on your face as I do it. Yum, 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 yum. I want my fucking money for this motherfucker. I have never asked for $100 million. I've never asked for $100. I haven't even asked for 50. I want my $17.75 fucking cents for this piece of unmitigated angel devil butt fucking shit. Fuck this goddamn film. I'm sorry. Scene. I'm so like.
So how do you really feel though?
I have never hated a film more. I literally, there was bile in my neck. Like everything after the scene, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. Oh, look, it's the mom from Eight Is Enough slamming her face through a goddamn window. I don't care. Oh, you're only offering hot dogs. I don't care. When I said the colors of the wind being blunt, I'm not making this up. Because, okay, let me stop. Gretchen, would you please tell us the ultimate villain of The Happening? And please, don't spare a single word. Who is the ultimate villain of the Happening? I'm sitting here with bated breath.
It were realized it would be my bent ass cactus sitting in the window that looks like something it could look like. But I appreciate everyone's cooperation and quiet voices during this therapeutic session. I don't plot gets me, but you know what really gets me? If I have to stare at Zooey Deschanel's face one more time. If I have to look at her one more time, I mean, beyond The Happening and New Girl, what has she done? What
She's
has
been
she
the
done
new girl
other
in
than
The
stand
Happening.
in the middle of a country road while cars are barreling towards her and just like, "Eh?" I mean,
But John Leguizamo in this film. And how did he
I
die?
have grown plants and stuff in the past, indoors and out. I've mixed my own fertilizer. And this movie to me is like, bitch, you put too much nitrogen in that mix. I'm killing you. And that was my rose bush saying that. Like, it's over. It's done.
It's
And the hydrangea's like, Rose, I got you, bitch. I'm right
like,
behind you.
come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Like, ultimately, ladies and
March
gentlemen,
of the junipers. I mean, Jesus Christ.
ultimately, the plot twist of The Happening, because you know M. Night has to give you a plot twist. He gives it to you pretty early. You know, you can tell exactly what the fucking villain of this film is. And ladies and gentlemen, the villain of The Happening is the
Bush.
fucking wind.
The bush.
It's oxygen.
The wind is
Wrong.
the wind. The wind
Wrong.
is the tool. No, the
M.
wind
Night
is the tool.
Shyamalan is the real
Bush.
villain.
Oh,
There
oh,
you
no,
go.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Okay,
He's
fair.
an ultimate villain. He is Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor in this bitch. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. What I'm saying is, in the actual film itself, you know shit's gonna be fucked up when you hear, and then everybody starts walking backwards. Why? Where are you going? Why are you walking backwards? Only to go forwards to do some fuckery. And mark my fucking words, the fuckery was afoot. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Angry tell you some of the fuckery he saw, and then we're all gonna just compare notes because there was I swear it was a fuck factory. That's what it was. It was a fuck factory inside of fucking control. It wasn't even Fuckfest 88. It was Fuckfest of 09. Like 1809. It was just so please, Angry, tell us a little bit about the fuckery you saw.
So the fucking, which is what I call it. I don't call it The Happening. It's the fucking.
It's the fuckery.
Fuck this movie. I have not seen this movie since the very first time I saw it. The very first time I saw it was like probably when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen it since because of this almost about the same reason that you had, Thomas.
That's just
Although I did not broadcast it as loudly as you did, as the whole stand up and say, fuck this movie. However, I did have a fuck this movie moment. And it came about throughout the entirety of the film where, you're wondering, hey, what the hell is going on? Why are these people killing themselves and all this kind of shit like that? And then you hear, oh, it's the wind. The wind is killing everybody. Oh, the wind. Oh, it's the wind. Oh. Fuck you, M. Night. Fuck you. Fuck that. Now I get the whole thing that you're trying to say that, oh, well, humanity is a cancer and the earth and the planet is trying to get rid of the cancer because it's healing itself and blah, 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 blah. Fuck you.
fuck. Twelve did that better.
You.
No, the day after tomorrow did that better.
So all I say is, M. Night Shyamalan, fuck you. Fuck this movie.
Oh,
Fuck the wind that blows in this movie. Fuck the trees. Fuck Marky Mark.
oh, fuck Marky Mark.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
I know.
And the thing is, what makes it so mad? What makes it so mad is that there's just no fucking reason for it. The shit. It's not even like there's no toxic waste. It's not even like it's fucking climate control, and not even no natural fucking shift. Not even the fucking Kraken. Not even if it's like the fucking Kraken appeared. Nah, fuck that. Fuck you. It's about as shit as boring as the goddamn Village. Fuck this movie. Fuck the Village. Fuck them all.
It's literally
M. Night Shyamalan.
oxygen.
I want to. If I ever catch
14 bucks.
M. Night Shyamalan, look at my fucking face, M. Night Shyamalan. I ever catch you in the goddamn shit, I'm punching you in your goddamn throat. You hear me? I'm punching you in your fucking throat.
God. Dutch is like, yeah, I'll probably hold him. I'll probably just So Gretchen,
can hold him. Yeah.
Gretchen, what was some of the fuckery that you saw in the happening? Oh God.
Wow. Jesus Bush just told me in a secret message on the wind that I should lie down in front of a lawnmower. That sounds like a great idea.
That one. We don't talk about lawnmowers, not yet. I know. I'm Gretchen. I'm right here with you. Gretchen. I have this is
Maximum Overdrive had a better plot.
Yes. It was the fucking mechanics, and it was like everything that had a motor was like, you know what? Fuck these people, and it was cool. I like Maximum Overdrive.
I still don't know how the pop machine managed to forcefully project all those cans, but I don't care. I was here for it.
That shit was hilarious.
And really, you guys want to attack M. Night Shyamalan. I don't. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Years ago for Christmas, my mom bought me a DVD, and it remains unopened to this day. And that movie is Red Sonja. And if this movie ever comes on TV, I will walk into my room, I will unwrap that DVD, and I will put it in and I will watch it. Because it's an infinitely better film than The Happening.
Yeah, because it had Brigitte Nielsen in it. Yeah. This had Marky Mark. I'm sorry. I would like to see prime Brigitte Nielsen over Marky Mark with anything. Marky Mark with abs, Marky Mark with music, Marky Mark with a sandwich, Marky Mark running, Marky Mark breathing, anything. Like, I would watch Red Sonja and be thoroughly enjoyed if I know that my other fucking choices having my eyelids cut off and then I have to watch The Happening. Like, that's a torture. I think they do that in Guantanamo.
Wahlburgers through DoorDash before I watch this movie.
Thank you. I really honestly do think that they used The Happening as a torture device during the Iraq and Afghanistan war. They just put a fucking Taliban fighter in a chair, tape the shit together, like pin his eyelids open like a Clockwork Orange, is like, you gonna watch The Happening. No, please, I will tell you. You want to know where I've been learning this? No, I don't.
And it'd be one sadistic motherfucker that's like, nah, I want to make him watch it.
Oh, man. Yeah, like that one. I
don't care if you talking or not. I want to make you watch it.
Like, really, that one CIA agent that's just an asshole, but he's also a movie buff at the same fucking time. You know, he comes in, you know, he offers you some water. You don't take it. Oh, you don't want any water? Okay. You want some dates? Want some food? No, I don't want to do it. And you go, okay, so where's Bin Laden? I'm not telling you. Taliban, I didn't tell you. You're like, you're going to tell me. And then they wheel in the fucking television like they used to do in school all the time. And it's got a DVD player in it. And then two really big, musculous, the fucking army guys pin his arms to the back and tie him. And then, like, somebody else comes in and puts them hooks over his fucking eyelids and shit. And have him sit back like this. He's like, oh, no, you're going to tell me. And then you pull out a fucking DVD of The Happening. What is that? What is that? That's not torture. Oh, no.
What are you doing? No.
Yeah, you put it in. And you skip right past the trailers, because why would you watch those? They're better films just being trailers. And you go, no. And then they get to the opening screen. You know how they had the DVD opening screen where you hit play and chapters and shit. You go, oh, no, you're going to tell us where Bin Laden is. You're going to tell us. And then they hit play. And then it starts. And the guy's going, no, please, no. And you just keep asking him over and over. Not in no Jack Bauer voice, but a really, very, really, kind of a Gretchen-esque voice. So where's Bin Laden? No, I don't tell you. No, seriously. Where's Bin Laden? Oh, can you not hear it? Hold on, I have a remote. And they turn the volume up and shit. And then
just tell us where he's at.
Just tell us where he's at. Just tell us.
Just tell us where he's at. We'll let you go. Just tell us
where would he go? Yeah, where is he in Pakistan or Afghanistan? Like, I don't tell you. No. Can you not see it? They put the television closer and shit. No, please. No, Marky Mark. No, I can't tell no Marky Mark. No, Funky Bunch. No. And then eventually you end up with the Abbottabad raid on Bin Laden's castle. Oh, that's all. Listen. It is. We got to talk about some of these deaths. All right, I'm going to start. The falling off the roof thing. These guys work on roofs, so I said, okay, this makes sense. They just all fallen. I don't know why they would walk off the bitch, but okay. It was the gun. It was the gun in Philadelphia. That's what started it. That's what started my fucked up ass ADHD addled brain to walk down this path. So a cop has a gun, and then he hears, he starts walking backwards, which again, that's the universal sign of some fuckery is about to happen. He takes out his motherfucking pistol, walks 3 steps, shoots himself in the head. Then a person who's sitting on a park bench who also had to, and I guess she was walking backwards on the bench. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. She picks up the gun, walks 3 steps, pow. Now I'm looking at the gun. It was a Glock 7. It was a Glock 19. So I know there's 17 shots in this motherfucker, plus 1 in the chamber. So that's 18 shots. And these motherfuckers are giving themselves headshots, so they're dead. So another person who was walking on the sidewalk, he goes, because here he walks backwards a little bit, then he goes out and gets the gun, takes 3 steps, and shoots himself in the head. The only thing I can think of is, are they walking this gun from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh? Because like after person 18, somebody got to reload this bitch. So you hear, like in the middle of Philadelphia, you got to go find a gun store. Find a gun store, get 18 hollow points, load them up. Then you take 3 steps, shoot yourself in the head, and this continues? Like, is this gun going to Pittsburgh or not? Because there's an easy way to get it there. You could drive. Drive 3 miles, get out, boom. Then another person, drive 3 miles, you get the shit to Pittsburgh. That was the first, right then I was like, why? But why? Like, why not be the person taking a gun? And why? Why the fuck? Why? Am I the only one that saw that and was like, what the fuck are we doing right now? I know, no. I know damn well I couldn't have been the only one. No. I know it. I know it. I know y'all thought the same fucking thing too. Y'all were like, this is a Philadelphia gun on its way to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't fully get that part. I mean, like you said, the people on the roof, that makes sense. It'd be one thing if the chemical made people just start walking mindlessly and they just happen to fall off or into something that hurt them or harm them. But this willingness, this picking it up and walking 3 steps and doing the thing, and then someone else going, oh, this book says that's a good idea. So they pick it up and walk 3 steps and do the same thing. And then all the other weird things, you're going to cover it. I don't want to talk about, but the lady in the garden and the windows. We'll let
oh my God, that one too. Like, so
like, Grandma, what are you doing? I mean, come on.
Like, hey, Grandma, don't do that. Don't even do that. Don't do that. And it always is preceded by the. So ultimately, the twist is the wind don't like us. You know, the shit that we're actually breathing in and out right now. You know, oxygen.
This is nature's trying to kill us.
Yeah. It's like, and it wasn't like, because I could even see if it was nature. Like if the trees attacked people. Like, I'm a tree, I hear the wind. I'm gonna choke this white women. I'm a tree, I hear the wind. Choke some white women. I could see that. I could get that.
I'm not making excuses, but they clarified that in the movie. It was a chemical being released by the plants carried on the wind. It wasn't the wind itself.
Okay, so okay.
It was the trees and plants that were killing people.
Ultimately, all the grass in everybody's yard might murder us.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got some shrubbery sitting around your house.
That's why I said my rose bush got mad and hydrangea was right there to back her up. You know, just let's do this. Let's get rid of the people. The people's got to go.
But hold on. Could you imagine your cactus like catching you in the middle of the night while you're in bed?
I can see my lawn.
Like your cactus the cactus puts some prickles right next to your neck and go, bitch, if you don't start giving me more water, I promise you the next time you see me, I'll poke your fucking eyes out.
All things
my mom was pissed at me because my dog keeps shitting in it.
If I have to choose my executioner, I'm going to go with rosemary and not a cactus. Seems like she'd be gentler.
Yeah, exactly. But a cactus would be funnier. Not deadly. The cactus would be the one talking that bullshit. Like the cactus would be going, hey, Gretchen.
The cactus be one. Hey,
yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Your life.
if you
family,
like if you fucking think I'm gonna sit in this fucking window shield while you come over here and basically ignore me while I'm in the fucking room, I will make you fucking blind. You'll be walking around here looking like Ray Wonder, Stevie and Ray's child. Keep fucking with me, I'll blind your fucking ass. Like, and you're going,
look at me.
But Cactus, wait a
Do I
minute.
look like I'm fucking playing with you?
Yeah, like, but Cactus,
like
wait a minute.
Any of the girls in my inner circle be like, I'll prick a bitch. I will prick a bitch right now.
I can see you doing that. I can see, Gretchen, I can see you going, well, bust a move. Bust a motherfucking move to a cactus. I can see that. So it's a chemical in the bushes that don't like us.
Plants and trees are releasing this chemical, and it's carried on the wind and makes people do weird stuff.
And the whole thing is that it, and that's why they get the whole title of is happening, because nobody knows exactly what this chemical is, how this chemical got released, why the plants are all of a sudden doing this shit.
Like the plants,
just like the goddamn village, because they're just motherfuckers that are just there. Fuck. Oh my god. M. Night Shyamalan, like, I swear I want to roundhouse kick you.
We could tear this movie down scientifically all you want. I mean, plants are living things, but they're not conscious. They're not physically aware of our presences when we're around them. They may interact with us or react to how we treat them when we're feeding them or cropping them, but they don't think, oh, there's this mammal right here.
They're not thinking it's like, oh, this motherfucker is trying to kill me. Let me kill his ass first.
That right there is Red Sonja worthy by itself. I'm done. Red Sonja, let's go. I want the little annoying kid. I'll put up with him for an hour and a half.
I'm trying to figure out, why wouldn't the plants, like, if the plants have mind control, the only thing they want us to do is kill ourselves. Like, what the fuck did we do to the plant? Like, I get it.
Control like the person with the gun. Yeah. Just have them just like unload the clip on just everybody. It just pow, 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 pow,
I'm gonna have you shoot your goddamn self. Then I'm gonna have other people shoot their goddamn self. That is a coordinated attack. So you're telling me the plants are Cobra from G.I. Joe now? Get the fuck out of it. Cobra!
Too bad this conversation didn't come up, or this point didn't come up later at the end of the conversation. What a segue it would have been, and made the movie so much better if at the very end Poison Ivy walked out of the woods and was like, boom, my plan is done.
Yes.
Batman
lead up to a Batman movie.
You don't even have to, like, literally, you don't even have to use Poison Ivy. Just use a chick that likes plants. Like, she comes in covered in, like, thorn bushes or some shit. Call the bitch Rose Thorns or something. What? You mean to tell me the plants all one night said, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. And then some plant way the fuck off on the other side of the world said, me too, Mike. Me too. I'm about tired of this. And then an Australian plant said,
was just like, you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck this.
What a missed opportunity it was. What a missed opportunity it was to actually do like a creative reboot or spiritual successor to say a character like Poison Ivy, like the movie Red Sun. Is that what it is? The one with the what if Superman was bad?
Yes.
The little kid.
Yes. You know, what if Poison Ivy? Yeah. What if Poison Ivy went on a murder spree, but she sat in her house the whole damn time and watched the plants do it? Something. What if
she won? What if she
won? What if she won? Yeah. Like, I am now the queen of the bushes. I now own the world. And like it becomes a utopia, like the Sahara grows plants, and
it becomes
and like all the animals, all the animals on the earth are like, plants are our friends. And then the plants like, and animals are our friends, but not the two-legged kind, right? Right. Like, bitch, what the you mean to tell you this is random shit? Like, it's happening. Who the fuck doing it?
Right, so, it's something. Somebody's behind this motherfucker.
Yeah, like something.
What's happening though is when Shyamalan dumped this script on a producer or a movie studio exec's table, the producer or movie exec should have said, "No, sir, this ain't happening."
No,
but instead they were like, "Oh, this looks like a great idea. Let's run this right now."
I tell you, probably what ended up happening was that he showed up with a script and a bag of cocaine, and what ended up happening was that he read through it and said, "This is a great movie."
Could you imagine pitching that shit during a cocaine party though? You got naked women, you got cocaine, you got all the Dom Perignon and Cristal you could drink, and this motherfucker comes in with his I only eat bread and fish. He comes in and he sits down and goes, hey, Bob, I want to run an idea by you. And Bob is like railing a line of cocaine is longer than this desk. All right, sure, M. Night, what you got? Sure, wait a minute, hold on. He got the other nostril going, and he's like, so
what
do you got? Like, and there's somebody that's offering heroin and shit, like, hey, Bob, we're doing heroin in the other room. You want some? No, M. Night's about to give me an idea for a movie. And plus, I got to let this cocaine get in. All right, M. Night, tell me. And then here's M. Night Shyamalan with his fucking fish sandwich with 2 pieces of toasted ciabatta bread or whatever the fuck. And he goes, so what would happen if Bushes hate us? Well, George W. doesn't really like America. And I don't know how Herbert wants to say. And then he goes, no.
I mean, an actual bush.
Like an actual bush. And he's like, you mean the band?
This movie gives whole new meaning to never rub another man's rhubarb.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, don't touch the rhubarb might kill you. He's like, no. Imagine if like the grass and the leaves and the trees wanted to kill you right now. And this guy, in the midst of snorting this fucking line of cocaine that reaches from Hollywood to Las Vegas, he goes, I never thought about that, bro. I never thought about that.
I'm not giving him that much credit. I think the movie exec has probably been so coked up and high on money alone for years. He hasn't watched a movie and doesn't care. This dude just walked in his room and said, hey, that I See Dead People movie? I made that. And the exec was like, cool, go ahead.
Cool. Like, could you imagine that?
Or either that or he blackmailed him.
Hold on. I want to know who in the fuck was it that read that script and said, Mark Wahlberg will act in your movie for cat piss. Like, if you give him some cat turds that are shaped like, Belgian chocolates, he'll fucking be in your movie. It doesn't really matter. Like, oh, this is great chocolate. Bitches, cool. Cat shit. But like, who? I know he was going for drama. I'm gonna be a drama actor. No, the fuck you're not. You are like, you're like maybe 5 years away from wearing some fucking baggy ass pants talking about feel the vibrations, you dumb son of a bitch. But so I get him.
Everyone gets lucky once in a while. Look at The Departed. He was great in that.
Yes, he was absolutely great in that. But how did they get Zooey Deschanel? What did they pitch this woman to get this fucking film made? Like,
you really want to be a new girl for the rest of your life, or would you like to do something else?
No, they probably just said it like this. Hey, we'll pay you. That's all they had to say. They didn't have to say how much. They just said, we'll pay you.
And poor John Leguizamo
has a better show and it's more popular, but hey, if you'd like to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, you could do this, or you can do this really cool movie called The Happening. Does it mean it's a happening? Sure, Zooey.
Oh,
It's a happening.
It's so happening, baby.
It's so happening, Zooey.
And by happening, I mean the end of your career.
It's happening.
So
happening.
Mark Wahlberg with his talentless ass and Zooey Deschanel with her monotone face. I thought Kristen Stewart had the most monotone face ever. Zooey has her fucking beat. Like, Zoe's shock and Zoe's happiness face are the same fucking face.
This movie would have made more sense if the main characters were Edward and Bella.
Not the Twilight Jingly vampire.
And the reason plants are killing people is because one of the vampires has a talk to plants power.
Yeah, like, hey guys, don't do this. And then like the argument the plants would put up. But the bitches started it. I know. Just don't do it.
Hey guys,
chill. You gotta chill. Can't have people walking guns from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh, putting bullets in their head. You gotta stop. You gotta stop making people jump off roofs. But
Kill Me was the one person that stopped in the car and then drove directly into a tree.
Into a tree. Like, hold on. I know the trees felt betrayed. Like, yo, Bush, the fuck, man? How you hit me? It's like, bro, sacrifices had to be made, bro. Fuck you, Bush. Like, and that's when the trees rebelled. All of a sudden, it's fucking the two towers from Lord of the Rings. The trees show up to whoop ass. Like, we gotta take this goddamn war.
Plants are smart enough to kill humans, but not smart enough to not kill them with their friends.
Yeah, like,
Right.
It's like I love Gretchen. Let me set her up for a murder. The fuck kind of shit is that?
It's like, what?
I like Gretchen. I love you so much that's why I use your fingerprints on a murder weapon of someone that got killed. I didn't kill him, and we know you didn't, but I set you up because I love you. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I know them trees.
Hey, I only set up the people
About,
I love.
Thomas, don't make me get petty because someone did that to me already earlier this week. A week ago.
Oh, God.
Oh, she wounds to the quickening. Ouch.
We don't need to go there, but
we really don't need to go there. We don't need, but we need to talk about this. This is the moment. This is the motherfucking moment, because everything else that happens between them shooting themselves in Philadelphia, walking it to Pittsburgh is just hilarity. No. We have to talk about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the lawnmower. This is when this film finally broke me. Everybody goes to movies to forget. They're trying to be steeped off in a world they've never been in. Ooh, Wakanda. Ooh, Asgard. Is that Krypton? I don't know what part of fucking Philadelphia this was in. All I know is that happened. And a large group of people started walking backwards. And then a man spies a John Deere lawnmower.
I was wondering, how come this shit didn't happen in the village?
It's just rolling on by itself. It's just rolling on by itself.
The lawnmower was stopped. How in the fuck? So you mean to tell me?
Yeah, he turned it on.
So you mean to tell me the plant said, "This is how I want you to die." And he took that as an actual message. Plant say, "I gotta sacrifice my body to John Deere." So he goes backwards, then literally walks up to a lawnmower that isn't moving. He primes it. Because you gotta prime it. It's been sitting out there for who the fuck knows how long. He primes it. He starts it. Because it's a ride lawnmower. You gotta put the shit in gear. He puts it in drive. The lawnmower is going. He does a nice light sprint to lay underneath it. Are you fucking?
I'm thinking of Leo DiCaprio in the village when he's doing that little run. Doing a little run in the beach.
I'm gonna die by lawnmower. I'm gonna die by lawnmower. I'm gonna die by lawnmower. Let me sit the fuck down.
How come the plants and the wind and shit didn't kill everybody in the fucking village?
Or in the village, the wind could have blown and said, "Hey, stupid. It's not 18, whatever the fuck. It's literally modern times. Go that way. Go over there."
They got Wi-Fi and Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, this motherfucker, again, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand the thought process into getting murdered by a fucking riding lawnmower. It was not moving. It was not on. It did not. The lawnmower's over here just, can't wait to cut this grass. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Wait. Why are you starting me?
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you just turn the key? Well, I guess we're starting. We're going to cut the grass? Okay, well, put me in gear. Why aren't you sitting down? Why aren't you sitting down? Well, you put me in gear. Wait a minute. What the fuck are you sitting down? I have been watching films my entire life. I believe that a man in a rubber suit was actually blowing flames out of his mouth as Godzilla. I did believe that fucking Kevin Bacon was doing all those goddamn flips in the angry dance scene in Footloose. I did believe that William Dafoe got blasted in the back in Platoon, hence I believed this. I believed this thoroughly because movies put me in. They grab me. They say, come to our world. I did believe that a heart-shaped herb gave Chadwick Boseman superpowers. The Black Panther. I believe these things. I watched Henry Cavill put the cape on and it was flowing. I did not realize the cape was CGI, but I believed. I fucking believed. But M. Night Shyamalan asked me to do something that I think is physically impossible to do as a human. Fuck suspend disbelief. Suspend common sense. Gretchen, please tell me. Please, I'm begging you. Please tell me that if you start a riding lawnmower and then you run in front of it and you sit down or lay down so that it can kill you, please tell me that there's no place on earth that can happen. Please, I need you. Gretchen, I need you to, please, Gretchen.
I can only tell you from my experience having owned and operated a landscape business for a few seasons years ago. The mowers we had at the time, you couldn't run into a clump of grass that was too thick and it didn't stop. But then we were also talking about mowers back then that had handles you had to physically hold while you were sitting on them. If you let go, they stopped moving. And I don't know, I never had like the riding ones. I had the ones with the little Velcro wheels you stand on the back of, you know. But I couldn't tell you. I mean, I did run over a rabbit hole once and it sucked like all 8 babies out of it. And
well, I mean,
we won't talk about that here, but it was
we won't talk about dead rabbit babies, but you know, so you at that moment could not suspend disbelief. You couldn't. You just you was that the moment?
Like what you're saying, yeah. And I don't know if I waited that long in this movie, but what it comes down to is that Shyamalan asked us to do what we're expected to do as fantasy and sci-fi lovers specifically, to suspend disbelief every time we go to see a movie, and I was incapable of doing it in that movie. I was incapable of doing it. I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening. I am all about the disbelief. I am not suspending it at all. It is present right here, sitting in my lap.
Just like this was a moment you were like literally out of the film. Okay, Angry. You saw this. Yeah. You too. You saw it at your house. Okay. Which is the scariest thing ever, because that means you intentionally said, I will purchase that, and I will put it here, and I will use my eyes and ears, and I will be here. And then a grown-ass man starts a fucking lawnmower, then does a tad bit of a Leonardo DiCaprio sprint to lay up underneath the bitch.
Oh, Angry? First off, number one, don't put that evil on me that I intentionally did. No. It was the girl I was dating at the time that wanted to see that horrible piece of shit.
Please tell me you're not with that girl anymore.
No.
She means you no good. If anybody watched this film because somebody told them,
no, same reason why I saw The Village. Same one's the reason why I saw The Happening. No.
Hey, man.
So here's the thing.
Ain't no coochie that good.
So
ain't no coochie that good.
So kind of
got a cape in it. It don't matter. I'm sorry. It could have had a Superwoman cape underneath it, like flowing, with sparklers and lights and shit. It ain't that good. If she's telling you The Happening and The Village are movies you need to see, run, divorce, get
run. No, because here's the thing, because those were movies that she saw that she didn't see, she wanted to see, and so I didn't see them either. So I was like, sure, yeah, why not? I didn't think anything of it.
The fuck?
Saw The Happening, and
he had a curiosity for this shit.
And to kind of agree with Gretchen is that, you know, we're sci-fi and fantasy, you know, lovers, and part of being that is to always go in with kind of suspending all disbelief. What he wanted me to, as far as he wanted me to suspend that, and I've seen where little green men that have laser swords fight old white men with red swords, and I've seen them fight young white men with green and blue swords, and I've seen black men with purple swords, and I've seen
men out of hard light.
Just just the lasers and shooting and giant lizard men running through jungles named Jim Bob chasing after black men that fight like this. I've seen all that shit, and throughout all of that, I go in,
tall
say,
guy,
okay,
weird clothes, first you see him, then you don't, with light coming out of his mouth.
Exactly. I go in there, I know I'm going to see something that is going to challenge this disbelief. And I get that. Not a problem. I go in fully open to any all possibilities. However, with that shit show,
oh my God,
there's no fucking way possible that I could ever damn believe that throughout one fucking day that the plants just decided, you know what?
fuck them.
Fuck these people. And you know what I'm gonna do?
epiphany.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this one asshole hop up in this lawnmower. And you know, just cause I just want to fuck with him. I'll just make him
I'm
hop
having
in
an
there
epiphany
and just make him do a Terminator run right in front of it. So he laid down in front of it like one of those bitches that got tied up on a railroad and waiting for the train to run over on trail tracks.
Listen,
No,
I'm coming to the realization.
Go ahead,
I'm coming to the realization that Big Trouble in Little China completely described this movie for me. Look, I'm a reasonable person, but I've just experienced some very unreasonable things.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
That in and of itself, that one particular scene, crystallized to me that M. Night Shyamalan is not a good fucking director. He's lucky. Okay, listen, I have a chance with Mike Tyson. And I'm not talking about Mike Tyson now. I'm talking about young, I'm punching your shit, knock you through ropes type Mike Tyson. I have a chance. I can hit him at least twice. At least twice, I can hit Mike Tyson. Now, everything that happens after that's going to be ass. It's just going to be me getting bounced around. I'm going to look like a bocce ball, okay? I'm going to look like a fucking bocce ball.
Just like this, hold up and just...
in 90 seconds. You're still going to be
exactly. But in that 90 seconds, I can hit him at least twice. So my thing is going to be, I got to make him good. 6 cents. Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. He wasn't ready for that one. Wait a minute. Unbreakable.
I don't even care about hitting him. I'm just like, okay, give me the $6 million payday.
But listen, that's the other 88. That's the other 88 seconds. Is this while he breaks my ribs, breaks my liver, breaks my spirit, breaks my concentration, breaks my train of thought, breaks my will to even have sex, breaks my will to even eat, and then finally puts me out of my misery like old Yeller. I get that. I understand it. This motherfucker, M. Night Shyamalan is not a good director. I'm sorry. I know there's a whole lot of people going to be mad about that, but truth is fucking truth. He's not a good goddamn director. He's lucky. His first 2 films, his last 20, 80, whatever the fuck else he's been directing, I don't care. It's pig assholes. It's pig assholes in garlic. That's what the fuck it is. It is pig booty in garlic. Just garbage. Not even garbage, garbage. Okay? So we can get to the next hour and talk about some real shit.
Some cool stuff.
Well, some cool stuff. We have to give this movie a rating. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a 10-pack ass.
Oh, look here.
If you ask me 10-pack, why am I giving it a 10-pack ass? God damn it, watch the film. You too.
We're not
ready. This is it right here.
We're not unanimous on this. If we're not unanimous on this across the board, then I have no hope for this show going forward.
This.
There are 30 cans of ass on its way to M. Night Shyamalan today.
This is the worst. Like, I don't know if people truly fucking understand what the fuck I'm talking about. So let me help y'all understand it. I'm going to give you exactly what the fuck we are talking about. People are like, well, what is a 10-pack ass? Wait a minute. Wait one goddamn minute. Angry and I both have coins of this shit, but this film, the reason there's a plot hole in the first place is because of this motherfucker.
So let Thomas go and explain to you the history of the 10-pack of ass.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk the history of the 10-pack of ass. Okay, so there was a time, not long ago. I know people are going to what like that. People are going, okay, where are you going with this? All right, there was a time not long ago where we realized that calling something ass wasn't enough. There was a time like we were really going, calling this ass is not enough. Like you've got to really, you got to make something different. Both Angry and I sat there and it's like, what is worse than ass? And we said, I don't know, 2-pack? It's like, no, not a pack yet. That's we both saw it in our head like a 10-pack of just lukewarm ass. We were like, man, look,
because originally it started out with a 6-pack of ass, but then that wasn't enough.
We started out with 2 cans of ass. If something was bad, it was a can of
2
ass.
cans.
It was something really bad. Yeah, 6-pack.
And then now
we realized
it could actually be depicted was a 10-pack can of ass.
When are we getting those coins in the merch shop? I can get me one.
Oh, listen, come this next year, we're gonna be making some shit because people know when something sucks. You know, listen, a lot of fucking mumble rap music, a whole lot of acting abilities, a whole lot of movies and television shows that you really, really like. Hey, was you really excited about that football game and it turned out to be the worst fucking football game you've ever seen in your fucking life? The refs couldn't ref, the players couldn't play, the coaches couldn't coach, the fans couldn't fan, and the whole stadium smelled like booty holes? You need to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. You need to understand this. Some things are just so fucking horrible that they defy comprehension. This fucking movie was the impetus for this. If M. Night had said, you know, I have a movie idea that I want to put Marky Mark and Zooey Deschanel in where the trees want to kill every fucking body. If he had said, maybe I just need to go in the bathroom and take a piss. Maybe I just need a sandwich and never made this shit, there would never be this. That would never be this. Never. I'm telling you, if you ask anybody, anywhere, at any time, hey, how does Thomas the Villain and Angry IT and Trans Gretchen feel about The Happening?
Fuck that movie.
You don't even.
That's being nice about it.
This is nice. This is being very nice. The fact that he's only getting 30 packs of ass, he's lucky. He's lucky. He's lucky because fuck around and bitch, I will make this an all-around wrap around fucking thing and just call it infinity ass. I will make 6 of these motherfuckers, put it in a gauntlet, and then walk around here talking about the infinity gauntlet of ass. It will just have 10 packs of ass in 6 stones, bitch. I would fuck with me. Fuck with me. And by this time next year, I'm going to be walking around like Thanos. Fine.
So just
I'll do it myself.
I'm kind of comfortable saying that I think our fourth, who isn't here today, I think that they would also be unanimous with us. I don't think they would disagree.
Listen,
we can add a whole nother 10-pack to this.
There is 40 packs of ass coming. But I'm telling you.
Oh my God, that's cases of ass.
Oh my God, 40 cases of ass. And I'm telling you, if you fuck with me, M. Night, I promise you, if you direct anything worse than The Happening, I will make it my motherfucking business to get the ass stones. I will put them in a gauntlet, and each one of them will have a 10-pack ass on it, and I will call it the ass gauntlet. I know I probably shouldn't. That sounds very perverted, but goddamn it, it is fucking true. I will fuck around and make the ass infinity gauntlet. Fuck with me. Stop directing. Stop. Don't even direct commercials because I don't want to see the twist at the end of a Sprite commercial. Don't direct shit. You made enough money. Go home, have some kids, give me my $17.75, give Angry his $24, and pretty much get ready for the class action lawsuit that Gretchen has because goddamn it, you owe us. You fucking, I'm telling you, the Infinity Gauntlet of ass is coming, and I'm not playing. Some shit I ain't even go. I'm just gonna make videos. I ain't gonna talk. I'm just gonna put the Infinity Gauntlet of ass on it. I'm just gonna
Can I rephrase my action and then I'm done with this movie?
Please.
It's not a class action lawsuit. It's a white van full of fucking ninjas to kill him in his sleep. We're done. Pulling up outside his house, outside his crib at 2 a.m, in and out, not a fucking word. M. Night Shyamalan, no more. We're done. We're done here.
We're so done. We're done. We're fucking done. Okay, so let's talk about something more exciting. Let's
suffocating him with all 40 cans of ass.
just shoving him down his goddamn throat.
Fuck on this.
Hold on, one at a time, just shoving him down his throat. Just drink, bitch, drink.
No, actually, I was kind of thinking, which is a dangerous thing, I know. That for our next wave of movies that we do with a one thing Gretchen suggested and do like our favorite movies.
Ooh.
That would be good because you'd have to be. We want to be critical about them in a logical sense, but at the same time, share what we actually love about it. You know,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I
was painful. This was painful. We haven't even done Signs yet.
We haven't done Signs, and there's a part of me that doesn't want to go back. Like, how do you like? It's literally like, following up a stabbing. With a paper cut.
I'm willing to give up. I know we all picked a movie. I'm willing to give that one up. Just to say this, because this is my biggest problem with that. First of all, the stupid little kid, there's a monster outside my window. Can I have a drink of water? Fuck her. But the biggest problem with that movie, and then I will never talk about that movie again either, is that, and I said this before in previous shows, you have an alien species whose biggest weakness is water, who's walking around on a planet whose atmosphere is made mostly of water without spacesuits or any kind of protective gear. Fuck you, M. Night Shyamalan. Fuck the little girl with a glass of water. I'm done. Never have to mention it again.
So do you realize?
And I get the whole thing
as a bonus. Fuck Mel Gibson.
Well, it's fuck Mel Gibson.
I kind of get the whole thing where it may have been trying like to do a whole thing like Alienation. When the aliens were
right, but that was salt.
But that was salt water.
That was salt water,
and salt water was acidic to them.
Drunk off of curdled milk. This is I can't be in water. Look at me walking around in water vapor.
Hold on, did you know they wouldn't have made it in like Seattle? Seattle rains a lot.
Think about it this way: like if I were to splash you with acid, you would be burned. You would also be burned if I heated it up and converted it to a gas and gassed you with it. You would still die. Okay?
Yes.
Fuck you, little bitch. Go get your water. Sit down. Have a glass of water and shut the fuck up.
And then make sure you leave enough in it just to splash in the aliens.
Swing away, Earl. Swing away. Preferably make sure Mel Gibson's face is in the way when you do it.
Oh, my God. All right. So we're going to talk about something a little bit different.
Right, we're done.
So I am a huge fan of Batman. I am, not gonna lie. But over the years, as I've grown older, I have realized. Over the years, I have realized that Batman stopped being a hero for just the hero's sake and has now become like the edgelord, alpha bros fucking example of masculinity. Because
Batman is a villain.
Exactly. He's a fucking villain.
Yeah.
And the fact that Warner Brothers, DC Entertainment, DC Comics, whatever the fuck you want to call them, have put such an emphasis on him. It's like what was Wolverine in the 90s. Wolverine could do anything. He just he has little claws and shit. But then people forgot that Sabretooth is 3 times his size and just tosses his little bitch ass all over the place. Like, Wolverine, fuck you. But Batman's the same way. And it's like they have gone above and beyond with the bullshit with Batman, just in the comic books. Like, I love Batman, don't get me wrong, but there was a recent issue where this motherfucker fell from space and survived, only putting his drawers on his face. The fuck no. So we got to talk about it. Like, Batman has now become, it's like Batman is Andrew Tate's favorite fucking villain. I mean, a superhero. Why? Because all he needs is prep time. Give him some prep time. He'll be okay with prep time.
Well, see, it's like just how I told you, like what was it, like a week or two ago, something like that, where I know someone where he's all about, the Batman could do anything with prep time. Batman do anything with prep time, and I like Batman because he's my favorite because, with enough training and money, I could be Batman.
Exactly.
And
I need you all,
and I'm like,
I need you all, if you haven't read it, there's a book by a man named E. Paul Zer, or There, it's Z-E-H-R, E. Paul Zer. It is called Becoming Batman. And he, in this book, I've read it, he lays down everything you would need financially, physically, educationally, mentally, preparedness, all of those things you would need to be Batman, and all of the years it would take to train and prepare to have a career that lasts maybe a year before your body is broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people, and that's what I mean when I say he has become like the edgelord's favorite fucking superhero, because they believe that, strength, endurance, and money is what made him. It's the same thing. I don't know why they don't give that same love to Iron Man, because Iron Man is basically what would Batman be if he liked technology and suits other than like scaring the fuck out of people? Like, but
Iron Man is like Batman if he liked tech instead of bats.
Exactly. So it's like they think, oh, well, with prep time, Batman could be Superman. Fuck you. First off, fuck you. Let me start there. Fuck you. No. If Superman really, really, truly wanted to end a fight with Batman, he would just stay in space and fry his ass with fucking heat vision. So Batman would be literally dust. He would be sick.
The funny thing is, I had the exact same argument with the same dude that was like, I could be like Batman, and he said, came up with that same thing. It was, Batman could be Superman. He did it in the movie. I was like, Superman lets Batman win.
Yes, he said when again they go back to the comic books. There is a part. There's called the Dark Side War. So when Darkseid fought Anti-Monitor, and Darkseid was killed, and Superman ended up on Apokolips with Lex Luthor. And he didn't have no sunlight. He was about to lose his power, so he jumped his ass into one of those fucking fire pits that fucking Darkseid has all over Apokolips. He comes out. He is completely black. Like he's a shadow black, right? And he even said it. He said it to Lex Luthor. I let you fight me. Like, bitch, I will fuck you up. And he was like smacking the shit out of Lex Luthor just hard enough to fucking break his jawbones and shit. Batman's the same way. If Superman really got angry at Batman, he'd be dead. He would, but it's like, but he's got prep time. Can you prep for a fist through your chest? Like what?
No, the thing is that his first thing he always defaulted was, well, he's got the kryptonite. I was like, so what?
It's not like he keeps kryptonite up his ass. Like, let's say,
Batman has to sleep. How you said it said Superman could just easily fly up into space, shoot right down at him with the heat vision, or he could just go straight through the Earth's core and just completely blow the planet apart.
You have to ask the question, how much time does Superman need to be exposed to kryptonite to really have a weakness that a human being could best him? He's too fast for Batman. He could simply just run by him and knock it 6 miles away.
Exactly. He can break the arm that he has the fucking kryptonite in like a millisecond. Like before Batman blinks, he got this big ass cheap piece of kryptonite. Come on,
And then if he wanted to, he would look at Batman and be like, "You remember that little squabble you had with Bane? It's about to get real, bitch."
And Bane was on steroids. Superman doesn't need steroids. He got the sun. He would he could snap Batman. But do y'all know when I finally realized that it was going too goddamn far? Is when people started to put Batman up against motherfuckers from other goddamn comic book companies. Batman could be Spawn. Fuck you. What are you talking about?
No.
Spawn is like literally, he's a spawn of hell. Like, what prep time do you have for a demon, bitch? Like, what the? And I'm not talking Al Ghul. I'm talking about an actual demon.
You're talking about a character that can literally and has done this, literally teleport inside of you and rip his way out.
Yeah, like say, he could be Spider-Man.
Spawn is one of my favorites. So we're not. And he could give Superman a run for his money because Spawn is magical.
Yes, and
Yes.
and that's what I'm saying. We're talking about like godlike creature people, and like the one that gets me, the one is all through TikTok and people like King and Queen Lion and comics related, they keep debunking this bullshit ass myth all the fucking time. Batman could beat Black Panther. No. Absolutely the fuck not. Black Panther ripped him to shreds.
Though.
But he's got like a heart-shaped herb. His fucking suit is made out of a fucking metal that it's bulletproof, soundproof, all this other shit.
Vibration proof. He would
vibration proof
internally.
Yeah, and the claws are made out of vibranium. So what the fuck? What prep time could you need for vibranium? The shit cut through anything. So you mean it's
why? And then wasn't
why I
wasn't
believe that
part
Batman
of
does not belong in the DC universe. He doesn't fit with all of those superpowered characters.
Where should he be? Image? Like, I mean, he would fit in with Savage Dragon, maybe.
He could be on his own with his rogue gallery doing his own thing. He is not, in my opinion, and maybe unpopular, not Justice League material, unless he's just tech support and not getting involved.
Exactly. That
I think I saw that one was it, I think Comics Related did, where he basically said that Black Panther, even without the purple herb on part or anything like that, could still beat the brakes off of Batman.
Yes, because it comes down to, it's like, well, Batman's mastered all these martial arts, and fucking T'Challa's mastered ones you ain't even heard of. That's why they're ancient. And like, again, this is the problem with Bat fans. This is it, and it's mostly motherfuckers that don't read comics. They just like the character. He's this knightly, and don't get me wrong, he's a good character. He is a fucking fantastic character. Absolutely. Backstory, fantastic. But the fact that he's on the goddamn Justice League is like, you know we're letting you be here, right, bitch? You got a speedster that could cut your throat in the blink of an eye. You got an Amazon that could fuck you up, like literally fuck you up. She's like on the power level of the other guy who has a cape and is an alien and is powered by the sun. And if he fucking felt like he could just fuck you up for no reason. You got a Martian who could just get in your mind and just replay your parents dying over and over and over again until your bitch ass is in fucking Arkham. You got a guy with a fucking power ring that literally can make up anything he wants. He can make a press right around your head, just crush your shit. And then here you sitting there talking shit. Like,
speaking of power rings, I think it was in the New 52. It was a very cool scene. I'm giving props to Batman for this one when he and Green Lantern were talking. And without Green Lantern even noticed, Batman pickpocketed him and was like holding the ring, like, "Oh, this is cool. What's this?"
Yeah, he's like, "You weren't paying attention." But it's like Batman represents. He represents like the worst. Not Batman, the character. His fans. They represent everything that is wrong with comics today. Every fucking thing. Because you can like a character. You could think a character is badass. But when you start talking to motherfuckers who... I got over 5,000 motherfucking comic books. You can't tell me shit. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and listen to you try to tell me that, well, you know, Batman can take out Iron Man. Excuse me? The fuck are you? What the fuck are you talking about? Batman
take him out
beat the Hulk. It's like Batman can beat the Hulk. Are you fucking with me right now? Batman
take
can
him out to a charity ball where they raise money for the homeless or something.
Yeah, like,
Batman a real hero.
Yeah, like it's cool that Batman and Batman's rogues gallery. If you really think about it, the powerhouse is really like Killer Croc could have ate this motherfucker a while ago. Like Killer Croc has not been that hungry. Mm-hmm. He really hasn't. If Killer Croc said, "You know what? I'm gonna move for a bat." You know, I've eaten raccoons. Yeah, like I've eaten raccoons, I've eaten fish, I've eaten rats, I've eaten. You know what? Why don't I get a flying rat? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a flying rat, and here come Batman swinging in with his shit. Bitch, I will eat your leg. What the fuck are you gonna do?
I know it's just a video game, but if either of you have played Arkham Knight and the DLC where Nightwing and Batman go after Killer Croc after the Iron Heights Penitentiary comes down.
Yes.
And there's this big fight at the end. My God, that version of Killer Croc would have eaten everybody in that room.
Yes.
And asked for seconds.
And that the other aspect of it is when you talk about people like Bane, okay, number one, I don't like the way people portray Bane. I don't. Bane is a genius. He is a fucking genius level intellect, number one. Number two, Yeah, he was afraid of bats because every night in the fucking prison he was in, the motherfucker had to like float up and hold on to this shit all night, and there was bats out there. It's like, fuck them bats. I hate bats. Okay, so great, fantastic. He hates bats. Number 3, he's on an experimental drug, but he was already fucking super strong before they even put him on this shit. So here you have a military genius, a genius intellect that hates bats and is super strong. The fuck? Oh, all I need is prep time. You can't prep for an ass whooping. There are some fucking characters in his own rogues gallery that would beat the shit out of Batman if they really try. Like Killer Croc ain't been that hungry. Bane really, like, if Bane wanted to break his back, like, he was like humiliating him when he broke his back. This motherfucker could have got his whole fucking, he could have got his shit rocked.
Yeah.
Like, he could have got it. Challenges to Batman aren't the most intriguing, though. It's the ones that challenge his mind.
Exactly. Ra's al Ghul challenges his mind. Fucking Checkmate challenges his mind. Joker.
Any of these.
Yeah, but like, okay, and here's why I said Batman is kind of full of shit. Because the Joker is still walking around. Let's just be honest. The Joker could have been like, if Batman had killed the Joker a while ago, everybody would have understood. This motherfucker has done, he's done some really heinous ass shit. You mean to tell me?
Rule.
Yeah, the no kill.
No kill rule doesn't make sense.
Like, come on, man.
But here, and that's what I'm saying. Batman won't kill the Joker. He won't kill the Joker. But you'll cripple some fucking guy selling crack cocaine in the corner. What the fuck? You're gonna break his collarbone, but
the Joker, you're gonna let him just
the Joker. I'm gonna
walk scot free.
Yeah, like everybody.
And by proxy, allow Joker to kill what, hundreds,
thousands of fucking people. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? Like,
I'm sorry if I don't want to kill anybody. I have made a personal choice that I would never murder anybody or kill them in my life unless I was in self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, if I knew that this person standing next to me was going to kill 1,000 people, I might act preemptively.
Exactly. Like, my thing is,
I might walk up behind him. I'm like, this sleeper hold ain't coming off until you ain't waking up.
My thing is going to be, if you were the next door neighbor to Jeffrey Dahmer and you knew what the fuck he was doing, you would snap his fucking spine. Jeffrey would get this work. Jeffrey would really, honestly, truly get this motherfucking work. So why in the fuck is, this is a little bit different. We can't, Batman has a no-kill rule. Excuse me? That's my phone ringing, if y'all can hear that.
Yeah, but the problem is, so did Superman, and look how everybody freaked out at the end of Man of Steel.
Oh my!
I think at the same time,
yeah.
Superman had to make the same decision. I kill this guy now.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he made that decision. He had to do, and it was.
He made that decision in the comic books. It wasn't a snap of a neck, but it was, I'm gonna send your bitch ass to a Phantom Zone. You gotta go. I can't have you up in here. You gotta go. I don't want to play no more.
Exactly.
So I don't. It's like everybody's like, oh man, you can't kill if Batman killed the Joker, he'd be just like the Joker. No, the fuck he wouldn't.
So
no, he wouldn't.
How?
It would literally be a public service. Let's say for the sake of argument, right? My black ass is the next door neighbor to Ted Bundy. And I keep seeing him bring blonde or brunette women into the house, but I never see him leave. Like, every night he's bringing a chick in. And every night, the next morning he's gone. And then he goes, oh, well, she left early. And then I start to notice a smell. Like somebody rat died in this bitch? Like, what the fuck is going on?
That kid Charlie from Fright Night took more action than Batman would have.
Exactly.
He had a vampire living next door. Like, he keeps bringing these women home and then taking trash out every night. I got to do something.
Somebody got to die. So the idea that Batman is this fucking fantastic fucking superhero, he's not. Because even sometimes you got to make a hard choice. If a motherfucker is going to threaten all of humanity, he got to go. Superman realized that Zod's ass was going to kill the planet. And he made the only fucking choice he could. Like, he even said it. He's like, don't do that.
Because, I mean, he knew, and he's pretty much Zod kind of told him, is that I'm not going to stop. I'm not gonna stop until I get
and
what
the
I
only
want. I'm
yeah,
not
the
gonna
only
stop.
person on this planet that can stop me is you. You got a choice right now. You either gonna stop me from doing this, or I'm gonna keep fucking killing motherfuckers. So he's like, fuck you, snap. Your whole fucking all your shit getting broke off. Everything is getting broke the
I
fuck off.
don't have. That's why I don't have a problem with, even though it was supposed to be an older, more jaded Batman. I don't have a problem with Batman doing what he did in Batman versus Superman.
And that
Yeah.
right there, that shows you that whole fucking Batman arc. That shows you that a lot of Bat people, a lot of people that love them some Batman, are pricks. That part right there shows you that they are fucking pricks, because the one of the biggest fucking arguments against Batman v Superman is that Batman doesn't kill. That's a load of bullshit. That is a load of bullshit. You mean to tell me?
While in the same breath saying Michael Keaton was my favorite. Have you got Michael Keaton's body count as Batman? And he was only in 2 movies.
2.
Yeah. And a lot of people seem to forget that.
People.
A lot of people seem to forget that he put a bomb on somebody's belt and threw him over a bridge.
Shoved it down his pants and said, "Have a nice day," and threw him right down a sewer hole. He
Yes.
poured some dude with the jet turbine of his Batmobile. He
Yep.
let the Joker fall off a building.
A building. He let him fall the fuck off of a building. So again, everybody who got so fucking upset about, well, Batman doesn't kill, that's not my Batman. If you've been fighting crime for 20 years, you have lost a partner, your fucking house has been burnt the fuck down, you have nothing. You are burned the fuck out. Eventually, you're going to turn into a goddamn vigilante. Eventually, you are going to turn. Yeah.
One day, you're going to have an accident, and then you're going to go too far and have an accident, and then it's going to
That's something I want to bring up that's very important in that book, Becoming Batman, because as a martial artist, someone who's taken years of various martial arts, not only would it take many, many years to learn the skill to be an expert in these martial arts that Batman engages in, but then you have to take another several years to be able to engage those martial arts in someone, actively not kill them, to have the level of restraint that he would need to not kill them by accident. So, and again, to have a career that lasts maybe a year, because as a martial artist, I can tell you, even when you're blocking, you're still getting hit and it still hurt.
Yep.
And
the thing is, you gotta, and throughout all that time, you've got to prep and prepare for every kind of environment and
every kind of situation,
everything.
Because losing means you don't get to be Batman anymore.
No. Like, I look at Robert Pattinson's Batman as an example. Like, you can almost see the arc between Robert Pattinson's Batman and Ben Affleck's Batman, which is what I kind of thought that Matt Reeves was going to go for, that eventually Robert Pattinson's Batman was going to turn into Ben Affleck's Batman. Like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm finished. I'm burned the fuck out. I can't play anymore. This is really getting on my fucking nerves. Somebody got to die. Like, he said it. Batman even said it in the little section piece in Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's like, he's talking about Harley Quinn dying, and he said, when I kill you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you. It'll be slow. Like, the Joker is the perfect example of why Batman is not a good motherfucking superhero. Like, dead ass. How are you going to let this fucking toxic monster just keep hanging around and hanging around and hanging around without looking at
in a way, the Joker won. The Joker won. He
did.
He broke Batman.
He broke Batman. So the idea the edgelords give out is that, well, Batman is a great superhero because he created himself. What the fuck does that? I mean, that means nothing. That's Superman made his goddamn self. It's like he has these powers, but he had to learn how to fly. You're like, really? That's the hill you're standing on. That hill right there. That's the one you're gonna stand on. The fact that Batman created himself. No, fucking every superhero creates themselves.
That's why I tell people all the time, like, I love Batman. I have Batman stuff all over my house. I have Batman clothes. But at the end of the day, Superman is always my number one. And they're like, well, why? Because Batman's got this unbreakable will. He does all this stuff. Why does Superman fly? Do you have a reason for it other than this is the best reason I ever got for it? Because he chooses to. He flies because he chooses to.
It's true.
And
How do you beat that? How do you beat that? I mean, that's just
the
like
thing is they kind of explored that a little bit more in
of course,
Smallville.
everybody does, yeah.
Because they address that in Smallville is like because throughout the first whole series that Clark never flew, but it was only when he was affected by red kryptonite then he could fly because he chose to fly.
He chose to fly. Think about this. Superman has the ability to crack the planet in half by just slamming his hand on it, right? Yeah. Imagine the discipline you have to be able to, I'm going to hug Lois and not break every bone in her body. Or I'm going to give Jimmy Olsen a high five and not fucking send his arm to Mars. So
somebody who's falling off a roof, he has to slow down just enough when he catches them so that they don't splatter all over.
Exactly. So he's sitting there like, oh shit, somebody's falling. He goes down. He already knows he's going to pass him up. Then he has to slow himself down. Yeah, and then come up to them and then gently hold this person and then fly back up to the roof.
See, the thing is that he has to go by physics and he has to slow their descent down before he can lift them back up.
Yes,
so
he's got to measure that. He's got to measure that perfectly, and that would take a great level of intellect as well. And that's why, as much as I hate to always go back to the Christopher Reeve version, what I like most about Christopher Reeve's version of Superman is that he had that level of arrogance to know that he could do it. In that scene when he catches Lois and then the helicopter, and she says, he's like, "Don't worry, I've got you," and she says, "Who's got you?" And he just goes, "Huh."
Yeah, like
he just gave a smirk.
I'm holding you in a fucking helicopter. Don't worry about who got me. Like seriously, like look at.
So you seriously gonna ask me that?
Yeah, I got you in one arm.
I'm really holding you, and I'm holding a copter at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, and I got the helicopter. Like,
seriously asking me that?
Yeah, like at that point, don't ask me who the fuck got me. Who don't got me? I got everything. I got you and the fucking helicopter full of people, mind you. And I'm just gonna gently fly back up and put it down. You know what I mean? Like every superhero makes themselves. Every single one. Steve Rogers got a bunch of steroids put in him. But do you honestly think that motherfucker didn't have to learn how to be disciplined? When he throws that shield, he could decapitate you. He can fucking, if he just decides, you know what, I'm tired of listening to that motherfucker, head gone, and it comes back covered in blood. Same thing with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman can fucking lift mountains and shit. She has to learn when little kids come up and like, yeah, I want to jump up in your arms. Here, come here, little kid. She don't just toss their ass up in the air and in Washington, D.C. and they land in like Richmond, Virginia or some shit. Like, Batman is only the reputation Batman has as a character is built by the fans of Batman. You know, when they had Adam West wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, Adam West wasn't the dark brooding motherfucker. Like, Adam West Batman on the Justice League, he would have been getting coffee. Like, if you don't get your dancing ass in the kitchen and give me this goddamn coffee, black with 2 sugars, bitch, hurry up.
He was in the Justice League, though. Just go back to the 80s and watch Super Friends. That was Adam West.
Yes. That was Adam West Batman. And you saw what they did. Hey, Batman, I'm going to fly over here. That's okay, Superman. I've got the Bat car. Man, if you don't get the fuck away from me with that shit, we are fighting Doomsday and you got this fucking ride. What are you going to do? Pick it up and hit him with? Oh, wait, you can't. Because you can't even lift this bitch. I got to pick you up. Come on.
Best episode ever was when all the Super Friends powers were stolen and they had almost none left and only Robin was left, and they took all the remaining power of the Justice League and put it into Robin, and you had this flying Robin with laser beams and lassos and
a lasso with a power ring, and sit your ass down like awesome. Robin can read your thoughts. Like,
you don't sit your silly ass down.
If you don't, exactly. Like, the character is fantastic. Again, he was the beginning of the dead parents fucking arc in comics. I will admit that, because after that, everybody daddy died. Everybody mama died. Like, you know, Barry Allen, my mother died and my father's in jail for it. You know, Hal Jordan, I lost my whole city. and my brother and my mom died.
That's what I always come
Spider-Man.
back to. I know they've done this in comic book stories. Don't get me wrong, but this is why I think I gravitate towards and always play the Arkham games over and over again
Mhm.
because it focuses on the two aspects of Batman that really appeal to me. Is one, the fear, how
Yeah.
he's terrifying. It's what
Yes.
you don't
Yep.
know about him that makes him scary.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
the detective aspect
Yes.
that he's looking into, he's investigating stuff. No, he's not.
Mhm.
Yes, there's fighting in the game and tech and all that stuff, but that's really the side story.
It's his detective skills, and it's the fact that he literally does terrify the fuck out of people. Like, Batman on a regular street right now, like in 2023, with the whole jumping off of the fucking roof and in the shadows and shit. Yeah, that would scare the fuck out of somebody. Like, I'm selling weed, but I know
And
the
then
guy
all of
that
a
gave me the
sudden-
weed, and Batman who gave me the weed.
Edward Cullen walking out of the darkness in a bat suit was
In a bat-
terrifying.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, that whole first part of that goddamn the Batman was
Scene.
terrifying.
Perfect.
That
It was perfect.
the Bat car was terrifying. Me and my wife was sitting close to the front when that shit was shown, and you got them big ass Dolby speakers in a theater. That shit had my goddamn. I had a heart murmur listening to that car, but that car is
was that, like,
intimidating. You know, it's
69
like-
Charger
Yeah.
with a jet turbine on it.
Yeah, like it's a scary. But the idea that Batman is above the level that he is, he has a genius intellect. He is a world class #1 A1 detective. But stop with and he could fight, man. If you don't get on, and like literally, as a field general for the Justice League, which is exactly what Batman is. Batman has to understand his own limitations. Motherfucker, we're out here fighting Brainiac. Do you understand this motherfucker has a tube that will go right through your whole fucking chest, suck out your goddamn brain, and that whole bat suit just be flopping over in the corner? Sit your ass down and detect how we can beat this motherfucker. Don't be that guy.
Brainiac,
always look-
Darkseid, Mr. Mickelplick. These aren't street
like-
level thugs, man.
Look,
Sit
why
down.
you do it?
Yeah,
Like,
these aren't like the Joker where you could just punch him in the mouth and be done with
Exactly.
it.
If we're fighting Two-Face, we'll let you take the lead, buddy. Yeah. We're fighting the Penguin, you take the lead, Batman. But when you get motherfuckers like Darkseid, Batman, go in the back. Don't be trying to lead the charge. He gonna Omega beam your little bitch ass back to 1918. Sit down some goddamn word. Like,
I think
Like, look at
as
just-
compassionate as Superman is and caring
Mhm.
for everybody, I don't think that in his mind, logically, he could look at a character like the Penguin and be like, "That's worth my time." That's a street level arms dealer.
no,
I've got
no.
bigger shit to deal with.
Yeah,
bigger
like-
fish to fry.
call
you
me
go
call
do it,
me when
little
the
bad
nuke
guy
goes
guy.
off. Yeah, call me when
Yeah.
Mongo got a hold of a nuclear weapon. He's about to drop it. Okay, I'm in. I got this. Hold on. It's my thing.
I've got to
I'll take care of it.
so you guys don't die.
Yeah, like y'all go
Yeah,
down.
hold on, let me
go down to
hold
the
my
city.
beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go to the city that this thing might hit and evacuate it. Me and Wonder Woman will fly up and stop it, and then Green Lantern will put it like in a baseball mitt, and we'll try to take it back to where the fuck it belongs. But if Batman's about, I'll lead, man. If you don't sit down, it's a nuclear
look,
weapon, you
man,
crazy motherfucker. The fuck, sit your ass
Just
down.
stay back here. Just stay back here in the tower
over
and make
there.
a pot of coffee.
Exactly. That's like in the Avengers. I feel the same way about Tony Stark. I feel the exact same way about Tony Stark. You got the Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. These motherfuckers can lift tanks, got a hammer they can throw that brings lightning, and a motherfucker that if he gets mad enough, he can move a whole building from one block to the next. And you got Iron Man over there. I got my suit. If you don't sit your funky ass down, go over
Okay,
there.
I have a couple of questions. Are you guys both also like Marvel comic fans?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I am. I'm just more DC knowledgeable
yep.
than I am Marvel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a question with a follow-up question.
Okay.
So the first question was, knowing that Wolverine was initially introduced as a villain to the Hulk
Yep.
originally, when he was first introduced, did he already have the adamantium skeleton in his first appearance?
Yes.
Did he already have all that?
He
Okay.
already had it.
Yeah.
So
He
that makes
already had
sense
it.
because it's supposed to be unbreakable, and the Hulk is like infinitely strong.
Yeah.
Movable
Yeah.
object, unstoppable force kind of thing. Is that really fair, though? Do you really think? I mean, if technically the Hulk gets infinitely stronger, the angrier he gets,
This shouldn't be a fair fucking fight. That
it shouldn't be a fair
It
fight.
shouldn't,
Can
no.
Wolverine really hang if Hulk just keeps getting madder and madder.
No. And again,
No,
that
no.
goes back to that edgelord non-comic related bullshit. People like Wolverine because he has knives in his hands. He talks,
an
he
asshole.
smokes cigars, he fucks everything that moves,
And he's an asshole.
Well,
and he's an
not only-
asshole. He's like, I've got
Well,
berserker
not only that,
rage.
because I mean, that's to them. I mean, that's just like me. You know, I like
Yeah.
smoking cigars. I drink.
I
beer.
can fuck the bitches.
No,
I don't have
can.
adamantium, but I got this shank. Like, do you know?
Man,
Do
like,
you know?
I could do that.
Thank you,
I could do
Gonzo, in our live chat. Thank you, Gonzo. Yes, I think
that.
Wolverine.
Yes,
would get
Wolverine
wrecked.
would. Yeah.
I like.
I
Wolverine
once
can be
read-
fucked up by running him over with a car. You're 5'6". Please understand, Wolverine is 5'6". He's 300 pounds with all that goddamn metal in him. His main number one nemesis, Sabretooth, is 6'5", has the same powers that he does, and a bloodlust. This shit ain't fair. They just be ripping each other's throat out, but eventually Sabretooth will be like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done.
That's-
I'm going to hit you with this truck. Then I'm going to stab you until your fucking face crushes. Yeah, bitch, I know
That's
you'll be back,
why-
but it'll be a while.
Yeah.
I
But at least I know I
lost
have
my
enough time where I
passion.
could just go and take a shit while you
I
heal.
lost my passion for Wolverine in that one comic book when Magneto was finally like, "I'm done with you," and ripped every
and
bit
ripped
of
the
it
metal.
out of his body.
All of that. And that, again, with some when a person, and that's where the edgelord belief in Batman and Iron Man and Wolverine, that's where it fails. Because if Magneto, who has power of magnetism, can pull your shit out and fuck you up, are we really supposed to be afraid of you? Like, you're good with Sabretooth. Y'all just stab each other for forever.
Like,
You're gonna
they
run
should
up on
have-
somebody who's the master of magnetism with adamantium, which begs the fucking question. I'm gonna just ask it, if somebody can answer it later on. Why doesn't Wolverine just get some vibranium? Go ask the Black Panther to take all that bullshit out
Vibranium's
of
not
you.
magnetic, is it?
It isn't. Like,
No.
ask T'Challa and Shuri to take that bullshit out of you, which is toxic. Put some vibranium over your bones. See if that works. This motherfucker is like really, and then they put him up against people like the Hulk. That's not fair. If the Hulk decided to throw your ass to Saturn, bitch, you're gone.
Like, the
It's
only
the-
reason
they-
I
they made
think
a whole
the only
plot
reason I
point-
think that Black Panther hasn't done that is because probably Wolverine called him the N-word.
I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that. I
But-
could almost.
But I mean, they made a whole plot point in X2. I know it's a movie, dumbed
Yeah.
down version of the comics.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, Mystique doing the whole injection into the guy with the metal and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah.
I've seen comic books where Magneto doesn't even need that. He take the iron that's already in your blood
And
and
just
cause you to
Yeah,
have a
and
stroke.
just
exactly.
and make
He
it
can,
into and concentrate
give-
it.
yeah, he can give you a blood clot from the other room. He
Yeah.
don't even have to fucking come in there. You don't have to see him. Like, you can be over there talking shit about Magneto in the other room. Like, man, fuck you. Fuck your mama. That's why your kids don't like you no more. And he can just be like, oh, is that?
He's like, oh,
That's why
no,
he is-
really?
Okay,
That's
bitch.
why he fuck my
Here-
mama? Oh,
That's
my
why
mama?
his tier
Okay.
of mutant is second only to the top level, like Phoenix
Well,
and stuff like that. I mean,
Exactly. Like,
they're the only one tougher than he is.
Wolverine, I always looked at Wolverine as what would happen if Batman had an experiment done on him and had some knives put on him. Motherfucker, you not that, like, the Hulk, you're an annoyance. Like, Batman is an annoyance to Superman. Like, if Superman ever just looked at it one day and said, you know what? You want to go see your parents? What? And rip this goddamn heart out of his chest? Bitch, you going to your parents. But he gets the mystique that he does because he's Batman and prep time and blah, blah, blah. And I am the knight. And no, you're not. Motherfucker, you're
just
an
a
annoyance.
dude. You're just a dude dressed like a bat.
Yeah, like you
Why
are.
I don't think he fits into the Justice League. He's sort of a side. He has to be his own thing to work, and that's why I think the Dark Knight trilogy worked by
Mhm.
separating him from a world with
Mhm.
metahumans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan gave us the most complete version of what Batman truly the fuck is.
In a
He-
realistic sense. He
in a
had
realistic-
3-year
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
trained
he-
hard, had a 3-year career, and then he was broken.
Exactly. Like, okay, so it's like that first year, it's like, oh wow, who is this strange character dressed up like a bat? That second year, oh fuck, he's so much order, now he's beating pure chaos. He gets blamed for a bunch of shit he didn't do. He stays gone for 8 years. A new threat shows up, and this new threat is younger, stronger, faster, hungrier. And he's like, well, I'm 8 years older and my knees ain't shit, but you know what? I'm still Batman. And
Told by a doctor that your body
whooped.
is broken.
Yes, and got his monkey ass whooped. He got the shit beat out of him. He had to go someplace, repair his own goddamn back, get the fear back, because stop doing the rope, jump off the shit like a real person is afraid of shit. Gets back, and the only reason he beat Bane is because Bane wasn't trying that hard. Bane was like, I'm almost done. It's almost finished, and yay. And Bane had gotten fat and lazy. You know,
Bane didn't have the conviction. That's the only thing he didn't have. He didn't have the conviction at that point.
Exactly, because if the Bane from the first fight had been the Bane he was fighting in the second fight, he would have broke his neck.
Punching chunks out of concrete pillars, though.
Yes, he was exactly. So explain to me if that Bane from that first fight had been as focused in that second fight, it's the same outcome. That okay, the strength of will is what beat him. No, motherfucker. You pulled out one of his things on his mask. The pain got to him, and he started punching chunks in a concrete goddamn slab. Motherfucker, it's still going to end up being Batman with his neck broken. Batman gets the shit that he does.
You know the 3 or 4 punches that Batman took before Bane punched those chunks out of that pillar? Ribs were breaking.
Oh, he was breaking ribs.
Oh, yeah.
And another aspect of it, but you got to look at all the characters that kind of mimic Batman. Frank Castle, the Punisher. The Punisher can be killed by anybody with super strength. Yeah. What you gonna do? Shoot him? Like, imagine if the Hulk said, "I don't like the Punishers. I don't like his face. Like, I don't like castles. I don't like sand castles. I don't like the castles in Game of Thrones. I'm just smash castles." All right, what's your last name? Frank Castle. Bye, bitch. It's Frank Castle cookies. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Wolverine, same thing. Like, if enough people get annoyed with Wolverine, he gonna get his whole motherfucking. Like, if T'Challa really got annoyed with Wolverine,
he could rock his shit.
I still want to say that we get Wolverine because Wolverine's got healing factor and he's got adamantium bones. The Punisher has what Batman doesn't: an IDAF attitude or IDAGF.
Exactly.
He will
even with that.
Anybody, like, get in my way, you're dead.
But even with that, when you start talking about power levels, like Frank Castle ain't got enough bullets for Storm not to put a lightning bolt in his ass.
No.
Or I'm gonna make a hurricane out of your blood. Frank Castle ain't got.
But I'm
Thor strength.
But I'm going to question Batman getting even close to Frank Castle without taking damage.
Exactly. Yes. Frank Castle's going to shoot the fuck out of Batman. Batman better have on the best armor possible because that
armor may be good,
because that armor is
not that goddamn good.
And I've got a 50 caliber fully automatic machine gun,
like
whatever.
So like,
I've got a 50 caliber sniper rifle that punches holes in 4-foot concrete. Rocks.
He's going to be in the middle of a whole shitstorm of bullets and rain and mortar and all kinds of shit.
So Frank Castle and Batman fighting each other. Okay, great. That's going to be something.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool. Yeah, but like Frank Castle versus Thor. If you don't sit your silly ass down before I put this hammer up your ass. Frank Castle versus Captain America. Stop. Don't play no more. Batman versus a really pissed off. I had a bad day. Lois wouldn't give me any. My coffee was cold. Jimmy Olsen said something about my mama. Superman. Batman is getting turned into fried chicken.
I would like your opinion on this. Years ago, I read an article by Wizards of the Coast that listed the 10 most powerful superheroes, in their opinion, from all different comic books. This is pre-Spawn, so there's none of that.
Yeah.
I mean, and they started with they had Flash on the list because he's super fast. And then as they went down the list, they would tell you why that one, say number 6, could beat 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
They would tell you each one. They get down to 2 and 3, which 2 is Superman, 3 is Wonder Woman, and they're basically at the end of the day, Superman's a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, and has more weapons and powers at his disposal than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
They gave Thor number 1. Do you think that's viable versus, say, Now they didn't have people like Silver Surfer on the list.
You know what?
Which-
That might actually be a really good fucking subject for a show.
I think
That
it
would
should
be
be.
a fucking
That would be a good-
fantastic subject.
That would be a good
That's
debate.
It's
That's
like,
some
could,
research, yeah.
yeah, and because it's one of those things, I think
It could go either
it
way.
would be a really brutal fight.
Like it
But-
could literally go either way.
It could go either fucking way. Thor could kill Superman. He absolutely the fuck could. He could fucking kill him. And Superman could fucking kill Thor.
I need to correct myself. They have Silver Surfer at number 1, Thor at number 2, Superman 3, Wonder
and
Woman
see-
number
Okay.
4.
Yeah, like that. Now that changed the whole fucking dynamic because
And they actually
Yeah,
do have
because-
Spawn on. They have Spawn on the list at number 7.
okay, so let me
Right.
ask you: is Batman on that list?
No, he's not.
Exactly.
But you want?
Mhm.
I'll give you the whole list. Here's number 1 through number 10.
Okay.
Strongest to weakest: Silver Surfer, Thor, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Doctor Strange, Spawn, Charles Xavier, Firestorm, the Hulk.
Not a bad list. Not a
Okay,
bad list.
okay.
Not a bad list. And everybody on there actually is a powerhouse of some kind.
Yeah.
I would like to see,
I'm looking.
and
at the
maybe
rankings for them now.
maybe this is just wishful thinking on my part, but if the comic book industry does not change this idea that, like, DC Comics, I love DC Comics. I am a huge DC Comics fan, but they are oversaturating me with this Batman shit. Batman, like,
one that sells. He's the only one that
Well-
sells. That's the problem.
he
Well,
is.
see, the thing is that's the only reason is because Batman sells and Batman's so popular is why they keep defaulting to Batman.
Yes.
Even though they have such a
So
whole
many. Hold on, but
line grade of characters they could choose from to do movies on.
yep,
Like, they
fucking
just
Wolverine
did,
was like
like
that in the 90s. Marvel kept putting Wolverine in everything in the 90s. And
Yeah.
I got comics from 90 to like 99. It was Wolverine everywhere. Like Wolverine crossover with Iron Man, Wolverine with a crossover with the Hulk, and Wolverine with a crossover with Captain America. It's like, I know people in the Marvel fucking superhero community have to look at Wolverine like that one cousin that you invite over that always starts a fight with motherfuckers in your neighborhood and then gets in his car and goes home. Now you got to deal with the bitch. Like, Wolverine is okay. It's the same thing that DC is doing with Batman. I get it. Batman is a strategic mind. He's probably the best field commander that the Justice League or any fucking person in DC could have. But to give him the props that he's getting, no. If you don't sit down, you listen. I like you. I like you enough to tell you, Etrigan the demon will eat he will eat your fucking lunch. Some of the villains we fight, like Mongo would beat Batman's ass. Mongo would beat the brakes off Solomon Grundy. Solomon fucking Grundy.
Oh, Solomon
would
Grundy
break his
fuck him
ass in-
up.
Like, I've got some gas for him. If it don't knock him the fuck out, Solomon Grundy will break your fucking skull, stupid. Like, overall, I have to be honest, Batman is literally the ultimate plot hole. He is. Batman is the ultimate fucking plot hole. No matter what
Made only better by his villains.
yes,
Batman is made more interesting by his villains than himself alone.
and that's exactly why in the early days he was fighting gangsters. Because he had gangster level shit. He was fighting gangsters. And then they said, hey, we gotta invent somebody that'll really give Batman a run for his money. They invented the Joker. Then they invented Penguin. Then they invented Killer Croc. Then they invented Poison Ivy. Then they invented, Mad Hatter. And Ra's al Ghul is probably one of the best fucking Batman villains simply because he knows all about Batman. Hey, detective, how you doing there, Bruce? What's going on, buddy? I'm the demon's head, bitch.
Yeah.
I have this whole fucking organization filled with motherfuckers that fight for me and die for me. I got a hot daughter and I got another daughter that'll cut your throat. They're both hot, but you can only fuck one because you try to fuck the other one, she stab you in your sleep. Is that my grandson that you made, Bruce? good job, buddy. I'm just gonna try to take him over. Oh, you can't kill me. I got a bathtub filled with some shit that keeps me alive, bitch. I remember when your mama and daddy's mama and daddy was around. I've been watching you do this for 500 years.
The only reason villains like Etrigan didn't kill him is because Etrigan didn't want to kill him.
No, like
he wasn't really a bad guy. He was just kind of another anti-hero.
I would personally, somebody in the comments, Tony in the comments even said this.
You see,
I would like to see more Deathstroke. Now, Deathstroke is everything Batman is.
Opposite.
He also will kill your motherfucking ass. Now, a fight between Deathstroke and Frank Castle would be fuck that shit. I'd buy that comic book 2 or 3 times just to have it framed. But Batman versus the Punisher. One of the motherfuckers don't kill. The other one kills too much. Like, what the fuck? That ain't even a fight. Like, okay, martial arts. Now you put Deathstroke in there.
If Batman doesn't get gunned down in the initial conflict, then the Punisher gets knocked out because he didn't see it coming.
Exactly. So now you put somebody like Deathstroke in the Batman role, the Punisher versus Deathstroke. Yes, I would buy the fuck out of that comic because they would spend weeks looking at each other. They would. By the time they actually fucking fought, they would have spent weeks. They're like, I'm gonna look at who's this Slade Wilson. What happened to his eye? Oh, he's genetically modified.
By the time they would actually fought each other, they would know how each other. They would know literally everything about
exactly.
each other.
Frank Castle.
They would know so far when the last time each other one took a shit.
Exactly. That's how much and they would know which cheat they prefer when they get ready to wipe their ass. So. Like Frank Castle versus Deathstroke or Deathstroke versus Captain America. That's a great motherfucking match. You put Batman in this, and the only thing he has is sheer will. He is literally the ultimate fucking plot hole. Like, I just don't understand why people give so much fucking, love or slob on my knob to a motherfucker that basically is only doing the shit that he's doing because his mama and daddy died. Like, at the end of the day, if you really want to fuck with Batman, tell him you go dig his parents up.
I love him. I love him in the sense of like, say, the reason like people ask me when it comes to Dark Knight trilogy, which is my favorite Batman series of movies. I actually like Batman Begins better. It's my favorite of the 3 because in that movie, it really expressed the fear aspect. Where are you? He
was a terrifying motherfucker.
Dropping through the stairwell with the army of bats flying around. That's what I love about him. It's not, at the end of the day, though, I still can't let go of the fact that he's a villain because Bruce Wayne himself, without his trauma, could take his money, make Gotham crime-free, virtually crime-free overnight, and not have to do anything that he's doing. So he's doing it. Yeah. He's doing it because he wants to hurt people.
Yes.
He wants payback for what happened to him.
It's the craziest fucking thing, but... It's like the NPC characters in the Arkham movies, in the Arkham show, in a game. Like, okay, I'm a mild-mannered crook. I sell crack cocaine. I have about $200 worth, of which I'm going to keep $50. Oh, shit, it's Batman. Here he comes breaking my leg. I'm holding crack cocaine. I'm not holding a nuclear weapon. Why did you just shatter my kneecap? Why did you break my collarbone? And when it would have been a hell of a lot easier. Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne. We're going to take all the drug dealers in Gotham City. We're going to give them gainful employment. They're going to be helping me at Wayne Enterprises clean up the city and get some of the trash off the streets. We're going to make the place look nice. We're going to fix the windows. And I'm going to build a fund that poor people can come in and get some relief. They can get help with their rent and help with the light bill. Because I'm Bruce Wayne. I have all this fucking money. T'Challa is the king of Wakanda, and Wakanda looks fucking fantastic. He has money. He doesn't just put on, I'm the Black Panther, I'm going to go rob and beat the brakes off people. No, I'm also King T'Challa. Hey, is that a sewer system? Let's clean that up. Oh, look, we need better buildings because we have more people here in Wakanda.
The thing is about like this. I mean,
there's a certain underlying thing with Batman where, yes, he doesn't want other people to go through what he went through. He still cares more about his personal vengeance than he does about helping anybody else.
Exactly.
Well, see, the thing is that T'Challa, he's king before he's Black Panther. So first thing his duty is, I'm going to look look out for my people first before I'm going to put on this black suit and go over to America and punch people in the mouth.
Tony Stark does the same fucking thing. Hi, I own Stark Industries. Everybody gonna get a job. Wherever I'm at, everybody gonna work. Batman, Bruce Wayne has billions of fucking dollars, and his answer for crime and poverty in this one crummy, fucked up ass city, I'm gonna go beat the shit out of people. I'm going to go scare the fuck,
and I'm gonna punch a clown.
Like, I would love to see a Batman story that involves one of the people Batman beats the fuck up, his life before Batman broke his goddamn collarbone and shit. Like, you know, my name's Joe. My name's Joe. I just got laid off from the factory because they don't need no more steel. Batman, Gotham City's full of any more steel. They don't need another ounce of steel. So they laid me off. Now I'm home. I'm drinking. My wife's telling me the rent's 3 months due. We got to pay the rent. I know, bitch, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. And then he's like,
funny though.
You know,
he meets up with a friend.
It reminds me of the skit that I saw on SNL.
Playing like Arkham Knight, and you can hear the thugs in the street talking and doing their dialogue. The ones I always seek out are the ones like, yeah, you know, back at Arkham Asylum like 5 years ago, I met Batman. He broke my arm in 3 places, but I figure lightning can't strike in 2 places at once, right? Or 2 places twice, right? And I find that guy
and beat the shit out of him. Like, could you imagine if Bruce Wayne?
The funny thing is
like,
that
hey, same place, meet lightning.
I saw the skit on Saturday Night Live where it was Bruce Wayne doing charity work for all the people in Gotham. When they would come in, you know, they would get, you know, like a food box and all kinds of shit like that. And so this one kid was with Chance the Rapper.
Oh my God.
And he comes in, he says, they start talking about Batman. And so Bruce Wayne said, you know, I know Batman and I could get a good word for him, you know, have him come and say hi to you. He said, well, could you talk to him and have him come and say something? Because he's killing us. Like last time my uncle was just walking across the street and he was just jaywalking and Batman just picked him up and punched him and dislocated his jaw and hung him up on the side of the building. And all he did was just walk and he was just going home. Somebody needs to do something about Batman.
Batman is worse for black neighborhoods than the cops. Like I have enough weed to make my own joints. That's all I want. I just want some weed so I can go home and relax. And I'm buying it from a guy in a hoodie. So he's selling me the weed. I'm buying the weed. Here comes Batman. Both of us are about to go to the fucking hospital. He gonna go to the hospital for selling me a 20 bag of weed.
A dime bag.
That's what I'm saying. I bought a dime bag of weed, and now I got 2 broken elbows. Fucking, this motherfucker sold me a dime bag of weed. It was the last one he had because he's only been selling them for about a fucking week, and now he got a broken collarbone, 2 broken fucking kneecaps and shit. Like, hey, Batman, why don't you get the weed dealer a job and let me go home with these narcotics so I can fucking relax, motherfucker?
And we're back again to the realism of what it would be like to be Batman. He cannot focus on every street level crime out there. You know, the 2 kids that take a couple joints to the state fair and try to sneak behind the horse stall, you know, before the rodeo starts and get high.
I just want to get high. I just a little. Can I get this hit? Like, and then he went and adopted a bunch of boys who also get into the crime fighting. So now I got to get my ass whooped by a kid in some booty cutter shorts dressed up like Robin Hood because I just wanted a fucking joint. I'm getting kicked in my nuts from a kid because I bought a joint.
And then the next one that pops up, he doesn't have booty shorts, but he's wearing leotards.
Leotard
with skin tight. Like,
Eskimo sticks to fucking punch me in the, like, beat me upside my fucking head because I just wanted to get high. I wasn't even trying heroin. I just wanted this joint. And I'm over here like, oh man, I'm smelling it like, yeah, this smell like that chronic. Why am I getting asked by a guy dressed up in a bodysuit? The fuck did I do?
Separated from Batman after wearing fairy shoes and green shorts, and then I start fighting crime in a black outfit.
In a black outfit, a whole full body black bodysuit.
And then Batman's like, "Why'd you quit? Why don't you come back and work with me?" I'll be like, nah, you ain't dressing me up like a sailor no more.
I'm good.
He's gone.
One of the boys he adopts turns into a fucking mad shooter and shit. Like, he didn't even use the rubber bullets. Like, okay, so now here's the scenario. I just wanted a joint. I've had a bad day. I just want to go get high, drink this 40, and listen to the Chronic album. So here I am talking to my friend Doug, who sells dime bags. We're just on the corner chilling. I give him $10. He gives me a dime bag. All of a sudden, we're getting shot in the feet, shot in the kneecaps. I got a bullet in my shoulder. Like, motherfucker, I just wanted to get, the dog is dead. One of the rounds bounced off the ground and shot Doug in the forehead, so he's dead. And now I'm in the hospital with 6 bullets in me. And they go, what happened? Red bullet, bro. What do you mean,
no.
Shot the shit out of me. I just wanted a joint, man. Now I got rehab because he shot me in my knees and I got to learn how to walk again. And he gets to go home and tell fucking Batman, yeah, I got some dealers off the streets. No, motherfucker, you shot my friend Doug to death. And I'm now walking around with a cane because I got bullet shrapnel in my knee.
Well, what I'm hearing is like this little kid is talking to his mom one day, and he's like, Mommy, why is Daddy on a breathing tube? And she's like, well, one day he went to the fair with his friend and he smoked a joint, and this guy dressed up in a bat costume beat him near to death, and he can't breathe unassisted ever since. Because that's what a billionaire with trauma does to people, I guess.
Like, Batman needs therapy. Like, motherfucker, stop going to us. Go to therapy. Like, Batman could be solved with better help. You understand? Yes.
Batman is the result of what happens when we don't take men's mental health seriously.
Yes. For real, for Men's Mental Health Month from now on, it should be a breakdown of all of Batman's problems. Like,
don't be
Batman wouldn't be beating the brakes off of people if he went in and talked about his trauma with his mom and dad. Batman wouldn't be eternally fighting with a clown, with a murder, like a serial killing clown, if he went in and talked about his feelings about not being able to date anybody. Like, motherfucker, get some help. All of Gotham City would be perfectly fine if Batman just took his bitch ass to therapy.
Oh, you got billions of dollars. I mean, you can't get one therapy session.
You could, like, not one person. If you wanted to dress up like Batman, you could pay a lot of money, and you can say Bruce Wayne sent you this $30,000. Well, why is Bruce Wayne said it'd be $30,000? Because I, Batman, need therapy, and Bruce Wayne said he would pay for it if I just stopped breaking collarbones of people selling dime bags of weed. So he didn't even got to sit. You can have a whole outfit on, the window open with the shadows, and the lady can go, so tell me why you're here. I have trauma. Well, what about the trauma? Well, I lost 2 people that really meant the world to me, and I haven't been sane since. You want to talk about those 2 people? No, I just want to talk about the fact that I miss them so much that I put on this outfit and I break the arms of people trying to sell weed. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like,
please. My first thought as this therapist would be like, what kind of trauma? Esophageal? Are you a 30-year smoker?
Like what? Exactly. Like, if I showed you my scars, you'd understand. Where did you get the scars from?
I'm thinking it's like
from beating people up. Like, what the fuck? Like, because
I suffer from trauma. I'm thinking, no shit, you suffer from
Jim,
trauma. I mean,
you showed up to me
you showed up to me dressed as a big ass bat.
You were dressed up like a fucking bat. I know you have trauma. I just want to know what it is.
What the fuck is your trauma?
The fuck is your trauma?
No shit, you're dressed up as a fucking bat.
Like, motherfucker, we get that part. You have trauma. Your outfit screams, help me. I get that. But do you want to go deeper? It's like, these people I lost, they meant the world to me. They were all I had. Okay, so what did you feel when they were lost? I felt vengeance. Okay, calm down. Wait a minute. We're not gonna get mad. We're not gonna get mad. We're gonna talk about it. Do you want some coffee? Well, I have another guy that makes me a lot of coffee. I love him like I love the people I lost. I don't want to lose him, so I gotta go out and beat. No, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Have you talked to him? Can he defend himself? Can he defend himself? If he can defend himself, you don't really have to defend him, right? And then I adopted some kids and I put them into this fighting crime because they had trauma too. Do you want me to make sessions for them? Is Bruce Wayne gonna pay for it? Like, motherfucker, Frank Castle would not be Frank Castle if he just got some goddamn therapy. Wolverine would not be Wolverine if the motherfucker just sat down on somebody's couch and just talked about his fucking feelings.
Wolverine, I would argue, because you're talking about somebody who's been in multiple wars. His PTSD has got to be off the charts.
Yes. He
the thing is that
it
would be difficult with Wolverine to go to therapy because I mean how is that going to work? Because I mean it's like, well, you know, back in 18 something, I went through. It's like
he could do it. He's a veteran of several wars. He's fought several wars for the United States. He qualifies for veterans benefits. He does, and I know that sounds like it's a joke. No, he's a fucking veteran. He served in World War I. He served in World War II. He served in Korea, Vietnam, the Civil War. Motherfucker, take your silly ass to the VA. What's your name? Logan. What's your last name? I ain't got one. I think it might be James Howlett. Look me up in the computer, and they go, oh, Mr. Howlett, we have been trying to reach you to offer you veterans benefits like a home loan, therapy, medication.
No, I'd say the VA must love him because he doesn't need to make any claims.
157 years.
Could you imagine the survivors benefits this motherfucker is owed per month? Like the United States government would owe him a 5-figure check every month for the rest of his life. Like, hey, Mr. Howlett, we have literally been trying to reach you since 18 something. You served in several wars for our great nation. You were in the Union during the Civil War. You served in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam. You've been in some of our little quiet wars we don't even like to talk about. So, as a veteran of the United States Army, we would like to offer you this plaque for retirement because, motherfucker, you've been retired a long goddamn time. And we would also like to offer you veterans benefits, such as you now can go to the VA for free forever. We can talk about the toxicity of the shit that's wrapped up in your bones, and we can probably get you some help with the easing of the pain with medication, as well as you are now qualified for veterans benefits to go talk to a therapist, like a support group of old vets. Like, yes, you would have to you'd have to have one of them has to say Civil War veteran. I get that. I understand, but
I'm picturing
qualified
him
enough to address the fact that he was in multiple wars. I mean, and some of the most traumatic wars of the last 150, 160 years.
So I'm just picturing him just in the VA, just waiting in line, just waiting for his name to be called. It's like this
Logan Wolverine
shit. He's like this. I've been in multiple wars. I have fucking animated. I have claws coming out of my goddamn hand.
Could you imagine him going to the lab for blood work? This motherfucker, like, he needs blood work from fucking 150 years ago. That motherfucker probably has multiple diseases that can't kill him because he has a healing factor. This motherfucker probably has like 6 different types of cancer that are cured. They would use his blood and fucking test and shit. Like, Mr. Howlett, we would like for you to know that your blood actually is the cure to Ebola. We take all of it.
He's probably thinking like, no shit, I had it in 1921.
It's
They
like,
could have marched him into Berlin like Quentin Tarantino did without all the subterfuge of Inglorious Bastards, and just had him just like, hey, what's up, Adolf? Boom, done. Done. War's over.
and he's a Canadian. Hold
War's
on.
over.
He served for the United States and he's a Canadian citizen, which means he gets double the fucking benefits.
Yeah, I don't know Canadian benefits. I'm sure they got
Listen, again, there is a fucking comic book story that everybody needs to read. Wolverine at the motherfucking VA. Like, you know what I mean? Like at a support group for veterans.
I'm just still picturing him just in the lobby of a VA, just this bullshit.
Hold on, with the
bullshit.
little paper
Why'd I have to
tag.
wait?
Yeah, with the little paper tag. They go, Howlett, James, please report to booth number 2. And then they type in his last, because his last name is Howlett, so it would be H. What's your last 4? And he give him the last 4. They go, oh, Mr. Howlett, Mr. Howlett, Mr. Howlett.
You're still alive?
You're still alive?
Yeah, barely. You had me waiting out there so long. I was about to fucking.
Oh my
die.
God. Wolverine at the VA office trying to get an ID. Oh my God. They had to put his rank and the last war. Oh my God.
What mutant era are we talking about? An era of acceptance or an era of all mutants are bad? We don't trust them. He's not sitting in the VA if the government doesn't trust him.
Well, and that's the thing. He's also served in some dirty wars, so his file would be flagged. Like if he's trying to go get VA benefits,
probably guilty of some crimes.
he probably is. He probably is, and that's the one that when his name pops up, they go, Mr. Howlett, come here, please. We're going to do your services. Like you have to go to Washington D.C. to the actual Pentagon. There's an office in the bowels of the Pentagon. It's office 13815. You're going to knock on the door twice. They're going to open it. And then what you're going to do is nothing. We'll take care of everything. We will cut you a check. We will get your blood work done. We will check you for any and all diseases. And then we will make sure that same check comes to your address, whatever address you want, every single month for the rest of your life. Now, we understand that you have served in both the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Somalia, Papua New Guinea. You were in the African campaign several times. So what we're going to do is we're going to retire you at that time, and we're going to offer you VA benefits, but the only place you can get them is here. You cannot go to any other VA for any other reason. And
you're the new greatest kept secret next to the aliens from Area 51.
Yeah, like Captain America. I'm pretty sure Captain America gets a very healthy fucking check for the U.S. government. Wolverine's would dwarf that. Wolverine's check would fucking dwarf that. It would be right, 3 times the size, only because motherfucker, we've been tracking your ass since the Civil War, dog.
Captain America in a modern scenario would be an accepted and beloved hero, and nobody would have problems with him having benefits. Wolverine is not the same.
Wolverine would have to be sent. His benefits would have to come back to Canada. Like they have
different tactics. Let's say.
Oh my God! And see, Canada already has universal health care. What other health care can you possibly give to Wolverine? Like motherfucker, we already have unlimited benefits. What the fuck? All we can give you is a check at this point. Like Justin Trudeau would have to call him and
other than finding something to counteract the toxicity of the adamantium, what else can you do? He automatically heals.
Exactly. Like it literally Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden would have to call him on a conference call. Mr. Howlett, yes, please hold for the president of the United States. And we go, hey, Logan, it's Joe Biden. Hey, how you doing? I know you're doing good because you heal a lot. Give me a secret. I'd like to know how you heal. Listen, James, you can never go to a VA here in America, and I've got Justin Trudeau on the line. He's going to tell you something. Hi, Mr. Howlett. Hi, this is Justin. It's really good to talk to you, sir. Yeah, Canada already has universal health care, so there's really nothing we can do, but President Biden's going to tell you what Canada and the United States have combined to do, and I'll let Joe handle it. Hey, James, it's Joe again. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut you a check, and every month you're going to get a 6-figure check, okay? And you can never tell anybody where the money comes from because you can never go to any VA in the United States, not a single one. But if you need meds refilled, we're going to give you a special number. It's going to only be 5 numbers. You just dial it and then hit pound. And then all you do is tell us what meds you need, and we'll send them to you. And in addition, we're going to give you into a support group. Now, when you go into the support group, you are a Vietnam veteran. All the rest of it, nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. And right now, my secretary's typing up, and myself and Vice President Harris, we're going to sign it. It's going to be a retirement plaque. It's going to be in wood. It's going to be, the laser thing, right? Yeah. We're going to do the laser thing. We're going to engrave it with our signatures. And that's going to be thanks for a grateful nation. We can't really give you a flag because you're a Canadian citizen, but we're going to do a half Canadian, half American flag. And you can never tell anybody about any of this because we're taking your file. The CIA has it. Yeah, the CIA. Yeah. Central Intelligence. They have your file and they're going to hold on to it for the remainder of time. Okay. It's good talking to you, James. Thanks from a grateful nation, but we'll never tell anybody that you were part of either nation. Justin, you got anything else you want to say to him? Yeah, James. So what President Biden said was absolutely true. Canadians, thank you. We just can't say your name out loud. You're like a bad date that we went on, and we don't want to tell anybody that we actually went out with you or had sexual relations. So, James, it was great talking to you, and fuck off. Click. Listen, we got to end this show. All right, so we normally do a final thoughts on the villain's view, but this time we're actually going to do we're going to wrap up and do a show announcement. So what do you guys feel about the film we tore apart today, The Happening? Is there any redeeming qualities of The Happening?
No.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. No.
See, look, Canada Karen said no.
No means no.
Wait a minute. She said no means no.
Look at this dead ass look on my face right now.
It's the deadpan look.
No expression, no inflection, no feeling whatsoever.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So Gretchen says there's no redeeming qualities. Angry. Is there any
other than it's over and I never have to see it again?
It's true. We never have to talk about that motherfucker again. Angry. Are there any redeeming qualities to The Happening?
No. Say no. Angry. Just say no.
No. Just nod your head. Nod your head. You're muted, man. You're fucking muted, man. You're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you. The fuck, man.
I hear him. He said no.
There we go.
Hey, is there any redeeming qualities to The Happening? Any?
The ending credits. That's it.
That it was over. That it eventually ended.
The end credits.
Oh my God. As far as I'm concerned, the only redeeming quality of The Happening is the letters. I can use them for other things. I could take the word The Happening and make other words out of it. Like hash ass. I can make, you know what I mean? I can do things with those words. I can do them. But other than that, there was no fucking redeeming qualities about this whatsoever. So I guess we're going to do this every 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks, we'll talk about, the strongest heroes and the strongest superheroes. What makes them strong, blah, blah, blah. Any movie y'all guys want to talk about before we get into that discussion?
I'm still thinking that we should do
our best.
What our favorites.
Our favorites. Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll talk about our favorite films, and we will also talk about superheroes and strength and shit like that. Thank you guys for spending the fucking afternoon with me talking about the worst fucking thing ever put on. You know what? D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation was bad. It was really, really bad. It brought back the Klan. And The Happening tried to bring back, I don't know, fucking environmental terrorism. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck it was trying to.
This was less than a movie review than it was a therapy session for all.
Oh, it really was.
Yeah,
it really was. I've waited so long to talk about this. Like, y'all don't understand how long I've waited to talk about this fucking film. I'm glad that we even had a fucking platform to talk about it, because I knew when we came up with the idea for plot holes, I was like, The Happening is going to be on here. Happening's gonna be on here. And it was almost like meeting an old nemesis. Like it was just waiting around the corner drinking coffee, like, took you long enough. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, I did. But now I'm here with you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. All right, so Angry, Gretchen, love you guys. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for watching. We will see you in 2 whole motherfucking weeks. Peace.